Where we last left off, in the wonderful game of Curse of Strahd, you all had agreed to assist Ismark in taking his sister, Irina, to a town called Valaki. Only after taking their father Kolyan's body and laying him to rest in the cemetery. You guys stayed the night at Irina's manor and planned to take the body to the cemetery in the morning. You found a couple useful magic items. And you were allowed to keep them because you were more or less dragged here on false pretense. You made your way to the church in the north part of town. Villagers were looking at you kind of strangely and staying the hell away from you guys in the casket. Once you got to the church, you found Father Donovich. He had been praying throughout the night. He was very tired, very raspy, but he agreed to do the last rites for the fallen burgomaster. Right about the end of the funeral, a mysterious black carriage pulled up to the edge of the cemetery, and out stepped a sharp-faced, muscular-looking man who confronted the party and Irina and tried to get Irina to come back with him to the castle. A fight ensued with zombies and skeletons and ravens and bats and the man himself, and eventually you all broke the charm that was on Irina, and he instead charmed Ismark, her brother. He ended up kidnapping Ismark with him and taking him off back into the carriage before riding off into the distance in the carriage. And the end of that encounter was Irina tearing across the graveyard trying to catch up with the carriage, which to no avail. And a couple of you almost went down. Gaynor did a lot of life saving with a lot of 1 rolls. But the Father Donovich had dashed off towards the church, and Kelma raced after Irina and caught up with her, only to find her standing with tears streaming down her face. The group is now faced with the decision of what to do next. I will put us back where all the shit happened. Listen, you. Oh my fucking god. I apologize. I'm about to cuss somebody.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Of course.
Yeah.
Good timing. Always.
Yeah, great timing. Yep. So I saved all your asses. Okay. Minus Wickeds.
Wicked was busy doing the actual ass saving.
Apologies. I'm bad.
Yeah, you're kicking ass, man.
We ordered dinner
Oh,
at
well,
3
now I feel
o'clock,
bad.
and we want to call you to let you know we ordered dinner. There's no need for you to come out or no need for you to do anything, and we know you're in the middle of your game, but we called and ordered dinner.
Sweet.
Good. Shut the fuck up and get off my phone. I don't have time for this shit.
Wow.
Apologies. Back to the game.
Feeling better now?
Yes, much. I'd be feeling even better if... Never mind. Anyway, so this was the scenario you all were more or less left with. The carriage had disappeared off. I need to do that. Boop, 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 boop. And we'll say it's gone, because the purposes are gone. Sorry, wow, I have something in my throat. I apologize. Yeah, so basically you all are in the graveyard after the conflict. Branwyn, very weak from the fight. Kelma wasn't looking too good either, if I remember correctly.
No.
And for some reason, your health doesn't auto-allocate, and I don't know why. Anyway.
I have no idea.
So yeah, now you're standing in the graveyard among the shattered bones and the rotting corpses. Irina standing there, just tears streaming down her face. What do you do?
Well, I guess with I guess to start this off, I just go up to Kelman and walk up to our arena. I put my hand on her shoulder and I just basically say like, "It's all right. We'll get him. We'll get him."
Make a straight charisma check for me. Just to.
Oh, great.
I know you're being sincere, but like I just want to see if she gauges from that.
Because Kelma is great with charisma with his -1.
I mean, you're the best. You know?
With his -1 charisma.
You got it, guy. She kind of looks at you and just
11. Could have been worse.
She's still upset and she's choking on her words, but she comes across as, "Thank you for your concern. I only hope that's true. Not many come back from that." And she's kind of drying her tears a little bit, but she's still shattered at what has just happened.
Yeah. Kelma. Oh, okay.
And
I kind of walk over and I kind of like, who was that man?
that was the devil himself. That was Strahd. And she kind of puts her hand on her mouth as she says the name.
Yay, vampires.
And she almost breaks again as she's, "He was after me. He wasn't after Ismark. Why?" And she just goes into sobbing again.
Well, I don't know what he's after. I mean, we were just here to help you guys out, but it's seems like he just was playing a game with us. And I start looking at the rest of the group and I go, "Did you notice he was speaking about us like he invited us here? Is he the reason you think everything happened?"
Could he be our only way home?
Irina's gonna kind of chip in. He's been after me, but I don't know. I don't know what that's got to do with all of you. Until yesterday, I didn't know any of you. Why would he?
I think this is a game.
I don't know.
I think this is a game. I think that since we kept you from him, he grabbed your brother, and he knows that we're probably going to go and try to save your brother. So it's instead of him coming to us, he wants us to come to him.
Or, we can get the hell away.
True.
As much as I fear for my brother, I don't know if attempting to storm the castle is ever the right idea. It just seems like for now, I would agree we need to get out of here. We have the stuff packed. We had an original plan.
I agree. We should get you to, I don't remember the town. What's the town called?
She kind of cuts you off to Valaki.
To Valaki. And finish the job and regroup and rethink.
Yeah. I would agree as well.
Okay.
As she kind of looks around the graveyard now, bodies on the ground. Where's Donovic?
He ran back into the church.
Coward.
I agree with that.
He went to go get his son, or went to go stop his son.
Son? Doru? I haven't seen his son in a year. I wonder what he means by that.
Well, whoever he has locked under that church, he was calling Strahd his master. So, let's avoid that. I sense trouble there.
But he might have information for us.
I just kind of start looking around and go, all I know is that I need some time to rest. And he walks up. Yeah. He walks up to the Gaynor and grabs him by the shoulders and just kind of does like a little bow with his head and just kind of unlike before, this is more of an act of like actual genuine thank you. And then I just kind of huff and I just start walking and I'm like, well, I guess let's walk back to the church or something. I mean, I don't want to have any more of these things come after me.
Trovik, are you doing anything?
Yeah, I'm here with the group.
Just want to give the opportunity. I don't want to.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. No, you're good. I will talk over you if I need to say something.
Fair enough. Sounds good. It's just a share the table thing, you know. I don't wanna... All right. So, Kelma, you begin walking back to the church.
Yeah, I just kind of in a slow pace because I'm sore.
Irina is going to slowly pace behind you as well, wiping the tears from her face. Kind of like trying to strengthen herself. You can see she's weak, but she's determined to get the hell out of here. What's everybody else doing?
I'll gesture for
Follow.
the other two to follow. I'll take the rear.
I just kind of look around and like, aren't we missing one?
I think we have been for a while.
Kamal
Pretty sure we left him in the church.
kind of giggles a bit. He's like, yeah, leave it to the blind man to be lost. Let's see if we can find him too.
As Trovik had mentioned this, you all kind of think back a little bit and you recognize that at some point you lost track of Lam on the walk to the church carrying the casket. Somewhere between the manor and the church, he was no longer with you all. You're not quite sure what happened, but in the rush of everything and the focus on the trapdoor and then trying to get this procession done, you know, we're a little preoccupied and hands were full. So, but yeah. And I mean, as you all get closer and closer to the church, you kind of think, you know, did he go wandering off? Because you get to the church and clearly he's not there. But you wonder, did he go wandering off in the town? Did he get separated from the group?
Did he fall down a grave?
All of which could have happened.
Sorry.
I mean, there's a cemetery here, and he wasn't in the cemetery, so. But yeah. You all get back around to the front side of the church. Are you going back in the church, or what's the play? Or are you just gathering at the church and then moving forward, or resting? What are you doing?
Seeing how we're here, we might as well go in the church.
Yeah.
I think. Anybody else?
Yeah.
I think our stuff's in the church anyways. So.
Yeah. I think that's our
Yeah,
most
I'll assume
logical
that
move.
the majority of the stuff got left there while you.
Oh,
went
look,
to
we
do-
found Lamb.
Where's that? I need to remove that. Yeah. Sorry, that's that.
He was outside the entire
I didn't
time.
plan to come back to this map, so that's fine. But I've actually got to do a little housekeeping. Casket's gone. Ismark's gone. Donovich is in the church. There we go. Okay.
Quick note, I can't actually see this map, by the way.
You can't.
Because
see
you're
this
not
map.
here.
Oh, right, yep.
I will put you here just for the purposes of you seeing this map, but you're not here.
Fair dinkum.
He
So I don't
wants
want
to
you to be
anything anyway
out.
because of the dynamic lighting.
Mhm.
Oh, shit, you're right. That's true.
Don't worry about it, I'm fine. I like looking at black squares.
I mean, I feel bad because it might
It's
be
exhilarating, right? It's like it's kind of like Christmas. You don't know what's under there.
Staring,
Exactly.
give me a
staring
I'll
into
just
the
read your
abyss.
Yeah, because I need the dynamic lighting. I'm sorry, guys. All right, so we'll say you're there. In spirit, if you want to stick behind somebody to see the map, you
Right.
can. But it's up to
Yeah,
you.
fair enough.
You should have control of you, but for the purposes, the green circle is not here. It's an illusion.
Okay. Cool.
So you all get back around to the front of the church and begin to go inside. Donovich at this point is nowhere to be found when you enter the church. You can enter the church, right? I'm not.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Got it.
I'm collecting my goods.
Yeah, you left your stuff somewhere in that main chamber.
I mean, I'm gonna peek in the where I know the thing is, which
The
was
The last door. Yep.
Yep. It's
Yeah.
I
this one.
can't
Kelma's
Yeah.
just gonna take
In
a
any of
squat.
You can't get in any of them. That sounds like a you problem. There's definitely room.
You're the queen of doors. Don't let those doors defeat
I
you.
can
Anor got
definitely,
in. What's your
yeah.
issue?
Where is it? Where's the? Oh, there it is.
Maybe it's
There
I
you
was
making
go.
you
trying to
want
go
to
through. It
roll.
wouldn't go through.
Yeah.
You are the queen of doors. You should be able to get through. So, shame on your house, Nib. A shame on your house. As Donovich is just kind of like in this room, just kind of
Yeah,
nervously
I'm not
looking at the lock.
going in. I'm just peering in to see if he's.
Okay, so you see the back of the priest, and he's kind of leaning over this hatch, like pulling on the lock and the handle, and just shouting down. It's like, everything's gonna be okay, my son. But he's not in his right mind at all. You can tell he's frantic and jittery, and he seems to be patting around in his pockets. He can't seem to find what he's looking for.
I'm just gonna lean against this wall by the door and watch what
Then
everyone's
yes,
doing.
well, okay. At this point, Irina steps in as well with you all. You gather your things. Irina gathers her pack and is also going to grab the sack that Ismark had. She kind of looks over at you all, just in case, and slings it over her shoulder as well. She kind of looks around. It's like, I honestly don't know if there's anything left here. First, my father, now Ismark. I'd rather be done with this place as soon as possible. Should we look for your friend? And she kind of looks over at the group.
Yeah, I think we should probably look for that guy. I think this place is weird. We probably should look for him. Also, we need the rest.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. We last saw him at the manor, and I feel like we should head back that way and start our search there.
All right, head to the manor.
I don't think we should tarry for too long.
And as per Kelma's attitude, he just leaves.
Kelma's attitude. You hear another scream from the basement. It's like, "Father, let me out!" As Irina just kind of walks by the door, kind of sees you looking into the door, and just continues walking. Like, I don't know what that is, but it's not on us. And she just kind of walks out the door, following Kelma's lead.
I'm gonna walk beside her when she goes past.
Okay.
Yep.
And we
Right
all,
out the front door.
everybody out the front door. So back to the manor then?
Back to the manor.
Back to the manor. Oh. And you're not going to be able to see this map either because I'm going to have to change it around. But we're going to do this. Boop. Boop. Because now you can be part of party,
Hey!
I think.
I
Token
now
is-
exist.
Sorta.
Not really, but yeah.
There was a bang, and then there
Where
was
in the
me.
hell is my party token?
It should be right in front of the church.
Yeah, I know it is. I'm trying to figure out how to set it so everybody can see it. Nobody moved this, but you should all be able to see it. So you can see this map, right?
I can see a map, yes.
You can see a map. Good. Y'all are the token party.
Yeah.
Right.
As you all continue back down the city streets, you come to an intersection and look left and right. Don't really see anything there. You pass by the tavern itself. After a few more minutes of walking, the smoke's coming out of the top of the tavern. Doesn't seem to be anything special going on. You look around again. Still no sign of Lamb Lamb. As you get towards the middle of this intersection and closer to Bildrath's Mercantile, you hear. Sorry. You hear the whimpering of somebody off to this side, down this alleyway or this street.
Okay.
As you all look down the street, you see a small boy. He seems to be crying. And you also see a slightly older girl standing beside him, shushing him. They're about 30 or 40 feet off.
And before werewolves and the instant TPK.
Um,
I walk.
do you keep going?
I walk towards the kids, and I kind of have this weird look at them. Like like the group could tell that I seem kind of disturbed about this, but they're not. Because I think I'm the only one who had that dream, right?
You and Trovic both. And you
Trovic?
both recognize these kids look almost identical to what you saw in your dream.
So I just start walking up to the kids, but I don't get near them. I just kind of keep a good 5 feet distance, and I ask the children, I'm like, "What's wrong?"
The girl leans over and shushes her brother. Looks at you and just... There's a monster in our house. And she points down the alleyway behind her. We don't know what it looks like, but it makes lots of loud noises. It's scary.
Kelma,
Yeah,
I've seen this before, and
me too. Did you see the monster? I didn't.
I look surprised, and I say no, but we should really proceed with caution here.
I agree. This isn't a natural meeting, but it also feels like this was preordained.
I whisper to Irina as I hear them say this. It's like, do you know who these are?
The kids, they look familiar, but I can't place it. There is... This sounds foolish to say. There's a somewhat haunted house in this town.
Of course there is.
It's... She kind of looks at the kids. I don't know if those kids are actually kids. She kind of whispers back to you. The little girl and little boy kind of reach their hand out towards you and just, come with us. Come, please help us. Mommy and Daddy are in trouble.
I take a step back, and I say, if you're in trouble, why not call the guards?
There aren't any guards here. This town's been forsaken.
I'll look over to Trovic. What do you want to do?
Hard to say. We're not exactly in monster fighting shape.
I agree. And this just doesn't feel right. I kind of kneel down to the kid's eye level, and I want to take a good look, like an insight check on the children.
Yeah, make an insight check for me.
Same. That's okay.
Yeah, both of you. Go for it.
Very
wow.
good insight.
18.
Ooh.
You see that they have eyes.
Trovic, they look like children to you. A bit pale, but children nonetheless. They're in mostly rags, but that's all you gain. Kelma, you notice that while they appear to be children, their eyes almost appear hollow and soulless. You detect magic?
I detect magic, apparently.
I mean, you don't have to, but you seem like you
I
would.
want to at this point. Yeah.
It was an impulse.
As Gaynor kind of waves his hand and detects magic. You do sense that both of these beings are completely magical. They appear to be almost illusions of some sort.
I stand up. I kind of look over to Trovic. I tap him on his shoulder and just kind of slowly gesture to back up, very slowly. And I start backing up back to the main part of the group.
We'll do the same.
As you walk away, the kids shout out one more time. You're not going to help us? Please. Mommy and Daddy are in trouble.
Well,
No, I'm just like, we don't have time for this. We should get going.
yeah.
As you kind of back up, turn, and begin to walk away, you cut down the path to continue a little bit forward down the path, and you look over your shoulder, and both children are gone.
Hmm. I mumble underneath my breath. I'm like, this damn place. We need to get out of this place.
As you all continue back to the manor,
Okay.
you pass by the house of the crying woman, who had been sobbing non-stop when you first arrived. You hear no sound coming from the building.
No, that intrigues me.
Hmm.
Go to sleep at some point.
Sure, we should keep going. I'll just say it intrigues me. Not that I want to investigate it.
Okay.
As you walk by the entrance to the house, you notice, almost propped against the door, is a semi-familiar looking quarterstaff. But you continue walking. If y'all are going to the manor.
No. I sigh and go towards the house.
Do you go into the house?
I just pick up the quarterstaff for a sec and check it. Does it look like lamb lambs?
It does.
I hold it up for everyone. Well, this is fun.
The old man lost his walking stick.
Yeah, we can't assume the worst, but what was the cane like right in front of the door, or?
It was propped up on the side of the door, like right beside the front door.
Oh, okay.
And the front door is slightly cracked. It's not shut like it was previously, or how y'all left it.
I'm going to peek inside the door. Very careful. I'm not going inside. I'm just kind of peeking inside the door.
Okay. And as you peek inside, once again, you see the dusty living room. Basically the same as you had seen it the first time you walked in. There seems to be no sound coming from the upstairs at all. You can't see the staircase because it's like staircase is right in line with the door, and the door is cracked open, but it's not like wide open. But you see the same room, same features, same dust. Nothing's changed.
This is no coincidence.
Do you want me to go in?
I'll go in
with that sound.
I'll go in with you. And we need to find out. Last time we went in here there was that mad woman, and maybe Lamb, though blind, he seemed to know where he was going, and I don't think he would just be lost.
Damn, there's an alley right here, isn't there?
There is an alley right there, yes.
Perhaps we can see if there's a back entrance.
I know.
If something put that there deliberately, I'd rather not go in through the front.
Sure. Let's see. And I follow Gwen's lead.
Yep.
I'm gonna walk around the back.
Right. So as the two of you walk around back, Irina's kind of just going to stay in the middle of the road, like curiously looking at you all.
Yeah.
I'm
go
gonna
around the
throw
back.
the stick to one of them because I'm not using it. As I walk past, I just sort of chuck a stick at one of them.
I'll say
The other two just watch the stick
Gwen
fall to the
throws-
ground.
Gwen throws the stick. Does anybody go to catch it?
Oh,
Trovic or Gaino? Trovic? Okay, make a athletics check so you can catch the stick, because she didn't really throw it as
sure.
accurately. She just
Give
kind
me
of
that-
tossed the stick.
Give me that nat one.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Trovic kind of catches it out of the air. No issue. He's got long arms. He's a big man. She threw it short, but he just reached out and grabbed it.
He's big.
Man.
I mean, he's fucking taller than the rest of y'all by about a foot
Yeah,
and
and
a
I
half.
have
Like,
no
Yeah, he's
strength,
a
so, like-
minotaur. He's big. He's a big boy.
and I assume with Gwen's current stature that it was just a like sideways chuck, like like a fuck you chuck. So
if anyone wants this, I don't need it. Kind of.
right. So Kelmon Bran, you go to the back entrance or the back of the building down the alley. You see that all the windows on the side of the building are boarded up. The windows in the back as well. You do notice 2 or 3 steps, and then a wooden door as well. The wooden door at one point had like a glass top piece that you could look in through, but that has a heavy wood board across it.
Okay. Can I
Try
try
the
the door?
As you try to open the door, you feel resistance on the other side, like something is latched it shut. The door does open a little bit, like you get about an inch open before what appears to be a metal latch has almost like a chain latch on like a porch screen door type thing has like
Yeah.
stopped you from. You could strength it down if you want to, but or somebody could. Or you
Or
could
can I try
not.
to reach for it?
Make a sleight of hand check. You're-
Gotta get some rogue shit in.
Yeah,
I
I mean
mean,
this
yeah,
this is
you
this
do.
is your forte.
Doors be damned. Nimue to the rescue.
Oh come
Oh,
There's that nat
the queen of doors is failing us.
Ouch.
There it
I
is
knew
over
it.
the tick.
The
You
curse
fiddle
of
with
the
it
third
frustrated
door.
for about 5 minutes or so as you try to like jimmy up this thing, but it is latched pretty damn well. Like you can't get it off of the hook for some reason, which is strange to you because you're normally pretty good about this sort of thing.
This is my first rolls.
I mean, it's always your first roll. That's why you get it out of the way.
But you said
You're
there's
gonna do a Laura Bailey and roll 20 times before the game starts. You'll be
Yeah,
all
I know. But you said that in the upstairs windows, they had wood boards, but you could look through them, right?
Some of them, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna do some.
There's a few rooms upstairs. You didn't know this, but Lamb would have told you.
Yeah.
There's like 2 or 3 rooms upstairs. They're all boarded up, but you could probably see through a slat here, see through a slat there.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some monk stuff, and I'm just gonna run up and see if I can just hold on to those boards and just peek through.
Make an acrobatics check for me, or athletics, whatever's more in your favor.
I'll
I'll give you that one.
do acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Oh shit! It literally was almost an 18.
Right, we're
Almost
going in
an
for the
18.
front. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you parkour up, you get a grip on one of the boards, and as you do, the board's nails kind of like slip and slide out, and you drop back down, but you catch yourself on your feet. You don't take any damage from falling down.
Yeah.
10 feet. But,
Yeah, it was just a failed parkour run up.
like you got there and then just like, no, not happening.
I just
Rotted
sigh
boards
and
and
go around back around the front.
Yeah, I follow her grumbling too. It's like the two things we're
Y'all
good
just,
at.
like, failed on your good things that y'all are good at. This is gonna be a fun game. Okay, so the rest of you go back around front, and now you're all kind of standing here in this intersection. What are you doing? You going in the building in the front?
Yeah, I walk inside and I just kind of gesture to Gwen to kind of play backup and look around for me.
Okay.
Okay,
I have
Come
my,
on, are we still outside the crying lady's house?
you are.
yeah.
Unless you're
Okay.
doing anything else.
I'll go in with them.
Okay.
So the 3 of you go in, or
Yeah,
Joe,
I'll come in. Yeah.
Who's watching the lady?
Irina's now looking very confused, and she's going to step up onto the porch and stay outside the front door while you all walk into this house. But she's now very concerned that you're all taking such interest in this crazy lady's house. She doesn't understand what's going on. You get inside. Now that you can plainly see it, it's the living room and the small cooking area. And then you see the same staircase that you had stood at the bottom of, Kelma, while Lam went up there to the second floor to investigate. It's a pretty basic house, in all honesty. There's not much to this place. But you have the staircase going upstairs. You still hear no noise from inside.
Okay.
Stuff looks disturbed.
I'm going to go.
Nothing more than the footprints that were originally there. Maybe a few more from Kelma and what's his name, Lam, walking in here the first time.
Okay.
But I mean, make a perception check or an investigation check if you're looking for more adjusted footprints. You wouldn't know what it looked like before they came in here, so. Yeah, I mean, with that, you see at least the two sets kind of shuffled about that get to the stairs, and then you see a few more sets of footsteps that go through the dust and kind of part the dust on the staircase itself on the way up the stairs. It looks like somebody walked up the stairs and walked back down.
Okay.
I turn to Gwen. I go, hey, I'm going to kind of sneak my way through. Last time something was in that room, and if you just do me a favor and just play as backup for me, because if something goes wrong, I'm just going to bolt out of here. So.
Who's climbing the
Do
stairs?
you want me at the bottom of the stairs?
Yeah.
Because nothing's gone in any other direction than up those stairs.
What was that?
None of the dust in the anywhere else is disturbed. If anything is in here, it's upstairs.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was going to go up the stairs, sneak up the stairs, and take a peek in the room where where
Okay.
Mary was.
Cool. I'll stay
What
at the
she
bottom
was
of it.
asking was, did you want her at the top of the stairs with you or the bottom?
Oh
of the
yeah,
stairs?
yeah. If you could be on the top, if you could be on the top of the stairs with me,
Oh,
just
top of the stairs.
yeah, just be ready to bolt out of here if you see me.
I understood the
Easily
question.
done.
There you go.
Yeah,
Okay. So, are you sneaking up the stairs?
yeah.
Alright,
Yes.
both of you make me a stealth check.
Oh, come on.
We're the two sneaky people. Why?
Are y'all just not doing it today? That's decent enough. The stairs creak a little bit as you go up them, but it's an old household stairs. You again hear nothing from the upstairs, so you don't think that anything may have heard you climbing the stairs as you reach the top. Kelma, you remember from what Lam said, it was a room on the left.
Yeah.
That was where the lady was. And Branwen, as you guys get to the top of the stairs and you kind of look over to the right where there's another room, you see a small child's crib in the room on the right. Oh no, damn, I can't even look that up. Shit. Okay. Well, never mind. Sorry, Wicked, I can't look that up. I'll figure it out though. I'll let you know in a sec. Yep. As you look into the room on the left, Kelma, you notice sitting on the floor is a doll. A sackcloth doll that has black hair and sewn-in button eyes, wearing a blue dress and just lying on the floor kind of as if it's been dropped. Make a perception check for me as you kind of look in this room.
Sure.
What is
Jeez.
Oh my
Right.
god.
It takes you a good minute or so of scanning this room to see if there's anything else in here. And you notice sitting in the far corner, kind of behind a chest of drawers, just kind of like leaning out of the edge of it, like you can kind of see the head of this other thing. You see what appears to be another doll. This one has curled red hair, or red fibers coming out his hair. It has blue button eyes, and it seems to have stitches over its mouth. This one is in a red dress and is of different make than the first.
Like higher or lower quality?
Higher quality, different quality, definitely. It doesn't match the other doll in any way.
Gotcha. I back out to the room and I kind of relay what I saw to Gwen.
I mean, there was a child here. I could see the crib, but
Something just feels off about this whole place. Especially after those other children that we found. Why would Lam Lam leave his stick here? We've only known him for a short time, but it doesn't seem like something he would do.
no.
It's his weapon. I recognize that he knows some martial arts like me, and he would never leave his weapon. You would never see me without my staff.
And as much as he can sometimes see, for whatever purpose that is, yeah, he needs this. He needs that staff. He wouldn't leave it.
You said there's the other room with the crib, not with the other dolls, right?
Right, the crib is in the other room.
Yeah.
The room with the dolls has a small rocking chair. The two dolls that you saw, and a small bed as well.
Okay.
And the chest of drawers that one of the dolls was kind of leaned behind.
Sure. I'm going to go into the other. Well, I'm gonna do a search, like in the other room. I'm gonna stay in the hallway, but just kind of give a quick, detailed look in the other room. And
Make a perception check. Gwen, are you doing anything? You checking the room you just came out of or anything?
I'm just waiting to see what he's doing.
the dice hate me.
Dice are not your friend right now. You just see, similar to what she saw, the crib, a small rug. What appears to be like a misshapen dollhouse. Looks very similar to some of the buildings outside. But nothing other than that.
There's no other rooms on this corridor.
There is one more room further down to the left. That was the room that Kelma broke a board off of. You can pretty much surmise.
Okay, I'm gonna go check that one.
Okay.
I see.
Are you going in or are you looking in?
I'm gonna not go in, just sort of poke my head around the door.
Okay. Make a perception check for me.
These dice. Oh yay!
As you peek your head around the corner, you see another bed, another dresser. On the opposite sides of the room. Well, you didn't see the first room. You see a bed and a dresser, and a small desk, as well as a sitting chair, not a rocking chair, but just a sitting chair. And you notice one more doll sitting in this chair. It's the first doll you've actually seen in here and noticed. It is sex stitched, with the mouth stitched shut as well. The eyes are not buttons, they are stitched X's.
God.
One eye has a button, but the other one is a stitched X.
Fuck. Oh god.
I'm getting close.
I don't want to deal with it.
I'm getting
And
this
it's-
close.
We're going
What's
down
that?
the voodoo doll route.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Your perception check does give you enough to notice that it has a brown piece of cloth wrapped around it and tied around the neck, kind of similar to the cloak that Lam Lam was wearing.
Oh God!
Oh god.
Mm.
Ooh.
You back out of the room?
Yep.
I walk up to Gwen.
Well,
Like-
that
Like,
happened.
what's going on?
Now, this may sound strange, but considering the town we're in, that there is another doll in there, and I am 80% certain that that is a piece of Van Man's kit. around the doll.
I kind of start gripping my quarterstaff a bit more tightly, and
We are leaving this house right now, and I swear if we weren't leaving this village, I would get someone to board this place up.
board it. I almost feel like we should burn it. And
I'm going down the stairs.
I'm foregoing stealth this time. I'm just kind of jumping over the banister, lay on the floor because Gaynor's down there, and I just kind of give.
Cross by the first room once again on the left, getting
No.
down the stairs. I need.
Not even looking.
You're not looking. I need both of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Fuck's sake. I hate you, MTC. I know exactly what this is. God.
Uh-oh. Dun, dun,
Oh.
Mind,
Woo!
it's a mind-affecting effect. MTC.
What's that?
A mind-affecting effect.
Yeah.
It's wisdom, so yeah.
Yeah, I'd say go for it. Yeah.
Awesome, I get advantage.
Yay!
Not that you needed it. Jesus.
Yeah, I
No,
know.
not that you needed it.
Yeah, I was good too. So I'm sticking with my 21.
Not like this.
Oh, I don't either.
Okay. Both of you feel a slight shiver down your spine, but you shake it off as you haul ass down the stairs.
So can we tell that they're like frantically running in fear?
I would
I'm
say
not
they're
running,
not
but I'm
stealthing
quick
and they're
walking.
hauling ass down a banister. I would say yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Who's at the bottom of the stairs?
yeah. I
You're
basically say all Gaynor sees is me jump off the banister, land, look right at him, and go out.
Actually, I'm sorry. I need the other two of you to make a wisdom save for me
What?
as well.
Because everyone's in this house.
Oh.
Oh shit!
Because
Sorry, I read that wrong when I looked at it.
Well, shit.
MTC.
Oh no!
Oh, thank God.
Oh, of course the big guy.
Are we
Oh my
doing
The big
this?
guy.
Oh, you.
Both of you feel
Both of us. I got 21.
a little bit of cold down your spine. Gaynor, you shake it off. Trovik, you feel a little cold, but you shake that off as well.
Oh.
You kind of like
Oh
just
god.
shudder and think, and then you continue on and run out of the house with everybody else.
So we're out of the house now.
You all get out of the house.
Oh,
into the
yeah.
front door. Yep, you're out.
Can I cast? Can I cast a spell on the house?
I'm just going to turn to everyone like,
You had
all
Dispel
felt that,
Magic?
didn't you all felt that, right?
No, I don't have dispel magic, but I can set the house on fire.
I mean, you definitely could. I'm not
I'm
going to stop you if you
I'm
want
turning
to.
to everyone and I'm literally asking, you all felt that, right?
And I
Oh,
look
yeah.
at, and I was like, and I said, yeah, and I nod.
Oh,
I just
like-
turn to the house, flick my fingers, and you see fire shoot out.
Yeah.
The fire hits the edge of the house, leaves a nice burn mark on the door.
we get
Catches
Irene
for a little
off
bit,
the
but it
porch.
doesn't.
Yeah, we get Irene off the porch.
Dragging Irene off the porch, like, nope, we're gone, we're out, get. Picking her up, Scooby-Doo, picking up Velma style, like, what?
Yeah.
Where are we going?
Nope.
Yeah.
And your flame does burn up the door a little bit, but it doesn't catch the house or anything like that.
What?
It's a
Am I the only
radiant
one that doesn't
flame.
know what this is?
I mean, as a
have
player,
know
I know.
what this is, but I
As a
haven't
player, I
really.
know.
Yeah, I
exactly
have no
what-
idea either. So like this,
It's a creepy thing.
yeah,
It's ridiculous.
yep,
It's awful.
yeah, and
Yeah.
And God help you if that was what I thought it was, Trovik. We're in for some serious shit.
yeah. So
You don't know. You
Yep.
don't know
I
what
know.
it was.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but
It's
Alright.
not what you think it was, so calm your shit.
yeah.
good.
It might be, but I don't think it is. Anyway, because the DM's done giving notes and fun tips, you all are back in the street and headed towards the manor.
Yep, we're out.
Out and towards the manor.
as they walk towards, I stand there for a second in front of the house, and I just kind of, if the other party notices, they see me with my arms crossed in front of me, and I just with a deep bow, just kind of mumbling to myself for a bit, and after a moment, I just kind of nod at the house and go down.
Okay. And you catch back up with the group. The rest of you make it back to Irina's manor. She slides back the wrought iron gate, walks up to the entrance, puts a key in the latch, unlocks the door, pushes the heavy wooden door open, and you all are back in Irina's manor. You guys resting, short rest, long rest? Looks
I
like you all need
think
heals
we
for
probably
some
should
of
do a
this.
long rest because we got our ass kicked pretty bad.
I know, but that's gonna lead to night. Which,
Yeah.
Yeah, we should just do a short rest
Okay. Do a short
so we
rest.
can get out of here during the day rather than night.
All right. So we all plop down on couches and stuff and take a short rest, I guess.
Yep. Deep breathe.
Deep breathe, short rest. Okay.
Hit dice to roll.
Roll your hit dice, any that you would like to roll. You have hit dice up
They'll
to
live.
the character level, so
Hit
I need
dice.
to remind myself I've got D8s, haven't I?
Hit dice up to the character. Oh, so I could do 3 of them.
Yeah.
Well, I'll do. Okay, hold on.
Wait, where's hit dice at on this thing?
Let me re-roll it. So I'm not gonna take that roll. So
I don't even
so you would click short rest,
do I click the?
and then it will allow you to roll
We
hit
said
dice.
maximum HP changes
okay.
during this rest. I guess.
So you're gonna click no, you don't check that.
Okay.
And
And just
you can roll hit die on that list. You see down below that checkbox that you were just looking at, reset maximum HP. Below that, you got your class name, and then you can roll hit die.
yeah, and
They
I
should
checked
check
and I
them off
checked and I,
automatically for you.
yeah, and I checked all 3 boxes because I have 3 boxes for monk.
Okay, so make sure you just roll them right.
Okay, so so I can roll 3 times. I thought I just did 3 already.
That's what I'm
No.
saying. Every time you hit that D20 or the Beyond 20 button,
Yeah.
it will check off a box for you. So just hit it 2 more
Oh,
times.
gotcha.
You're fine. Just hit it 2 more times. Okay. And everybody's keeping track of their own HPs, obviously. So. Ooh, nice. No,
Yeah,
you're rolling eights, which is good.
I'm max. So
Good job, sir. Okay. So, you guys take the better part of an hour, hour and a half, and rest.
hey, didn't take my.
You're all a bit unnerved by what you've seen or heard in the house, but can't really place your finger on anything about that at this point. Irina kind of looks around at the group and notices that you all have recovered a little bit, bandaged yourselves, cleaned up some wounds, and she's kind of consolidated Ismark's pack and her pack together so she doesn't have as much to carry, and looks at you all and asks, "Are we ready to go to Valaki?"
I didn't see Wicked roll his hit dice.
Oh,
Yeah, I totally missed what was happening.
We're taking a short rest.
short rest
so-
in the manor, so you can re-roll, or you can roll hit dice if you want to heal up, if you need to.
I think we all need to.
So on your character sheet, you hit the short rest button, and from that menu, you can roll hit
Oh.
dice and stuff. Sorry, apologies. We were all doing stuff, but yeah. So
Do you get 3
Sorry.
rolls too?
All 3?
Yeah.
you can roll as many as you want. It's up to you.
There you go.
Whatever you need to get you back to full or anything like that. And then I
Oh,
don't know
okay.
if it auto
Well,
adds it or not.
I don't understand. Do you want me to just go back to full, or are we doing...
No. Oh, I understood what's going on on the thing. You know how it says you have like 3 possible rolls. You
Right.
roll 3 times because you have 3. You're level 3, and you add those numbers up, and that's how much hit points you gain back. So
It doesn't do it automatically.
it doesn't do
whenever-
it. So in other words, you just gain 15 hit points.
Yeah,
Right, and that would put you back up to full, so you can just
Am I the only one out at full?
probably.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you were the only one at
Might
1
as well.
HP, so
I might as well roll my other hit dice then,
Yeah, you could roll them all. Yeah.
Yeah.
basically
didn't.
just
just to see. Okay, I'm good.
Why do you have -1?
Because I have
she's got a
negative 1 con.
constitution of 8.
Oh, yeah, okay. It's Constitution. That's right, yeah.
Yep. It's the fun part about Brandwin, guys. So
You're learning all the fun shit.
all the fun shit. Well, not all the fun shit, but
No,
that comes
not
later.
quite yet.
No.
So after resting, kind of healing up a little bit, you all set back off out of the manor, toward the entrance/exit of town.
Yep.
Yep, we're getting our way out of here.
All right. You make your way out. You pass by the crying house one more time. There's no noise, no nothing. You make it back to the intersection in the center of town, and then eventually back off and onto the road out the front of the town of Barovia. As you walk by all these still-faced houses and dark interior houses, they almost seem to be weeping as they sit lazily on the sides of the road before you eventually exit out of the village and begin back on your way. Irina kind of points off towards the west, and there is a cobblestone path to follow that continues to lead on westward and into the valley of Barovia. So we will get rid of that because that's done now. Boop. And it is still slightly raining. Let me get back to my map. The map. Okay, so now we are past all that and that and that. So you begin to head off towards the town of Valaki. Down this road, probably for about a half an hour or so. The cobblestones beneath your feet fade away and the path returns to muddy dirt. I need to do one thing because I need to do things. Boop.
Boop. 15.
So you continue on for another 30 minutes to an hour or so after the cobblestones fade into dirt, and you come across a arched stone bridge that seems to cross this river that you saw in the distance earlier. You've been walking up towards the river for a moment now, but you get to this intersection at the river itself. Let me get a map up for you guys so I can not have you in the village still. It is raining, it is nasty outside, but
We're still in the village. The village extends infinitely. There is no escape from the village.
You would think that, and
Yeah.
you'd probably be right on most occasions, but the village seems to have let you all go for the time being.
So
Yeah.
every village, it always has been.
Yeah.
It's always been a
The
village.
entire world is just a single village.
And I don't know if I've got lighting on this, so again, I'm just going to put you in the corner over here, but
Frag to turn them.
I think I do.
No.
It's a
No,
bridge.
I mean, if I've got global on, that's fine, but I just want to make sure that I'm not
I wonder why my headphones
leaving our
don't
other player in
sync.
the dark. Yeah, so I've got lighting on this bridge, but that's fine. Yeah, so Osgood is still not in the party yet, but he's just there so you can see the map.
Okay.
And we are all on this page, right?
Yeah.
Still can't see the map, but I'm going to assume that I know what's going on.
How can you
Oh.
not see the map? Oh, because
You haven't given him sight, have you?
I haven't given you control. I'm so sorry. You've
Oh.
been in the dark this entire fucking time. That is my fault.
Yeah, I don't really care too much. I'm
There you
just
go.
looking at the dark.
Theater,
Map.
theater of the mind.
You
Yeah.
should have the
Yeah,
map
pretty
now.
much, eh? I've been looking at the stream using that.
There you go.
Fair enough. I'm sorry, let me save this real quick so I don't ever have to deal with this shit again, because that was my bad, because I had saved a token without assigning the token to you, because I hadn't been in a
Indeed.
game with you to set the token to assign the token to you. There we go.
Yep,
Now we shouldn't have that problem. You can see the map on your screen
is
now?
what it is. Yep, I can see that.
So the four of you and Irina, I need Irina because she's kind of important to the story. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Come up across this bridge. It's an arched stone bridge. Don't mind the wood bridge in front of you, it doesn't matter. And it crosses over this river. As you approach, the river is extremely clear, like Spring Mountain water type clear, like just amazingly blue, even though the sky above is completely gray. Who is leading the party across the bridge?
I am.
Woohoo!
Yeah,
Trovik. Who's behind
I'll,
Trovik?
I'll be kind of like right behind him.
Okay. Trovik, make me a perception check.
Shit.
Oh boy. Here we
Here we go.
Nice.
Yep.
It's made of wood.
Terrifically.
It reminds
You
him
would
of
think
that.
that.
It reminds him
but-
of that tasty book.
Oh, okay. So as you all cross the bridge, you get about halfway across. Who's the second? It's
Me?
Kalmar, right?
Yeah.
Make a perception check for me.
Okay.
I'll say that. I'll get you all there.
Uh,
As Trovik's just leading the group across the bridge, no gruff about it. It's just a bridge. You see some small splashing from the south of you. Like, yay, this area.
I immediately kind of look over that way.
You can't see what it is, but it's something that's breaking the surface of the water, like akin to almost like, you know how fish break the surface of the water when they like nibble shit on top of the surface?
Yeah.
That kind of
Okay.
water action.
I kind of mentioned to the group that I see movement, so to kind of have everyone just keep their eye on that, whatever it is. I'm assuming it's fish.
And before
just tell the group about it?
Megalodon
That's fair.
flying over the river.
So the rest of you kind of look in that direction. You also see the water surface breaking slightly, but nothing completely out of the ordinary. You make it across the remainder of the bridge. I need to do one more check. Because checks and things. Let's see. Sorry. I'm not the best when it comes to this.
Baby water leader.
Yeah. I'm glad it shows that. It's awesome. Really need all this shit whispered. This is fun. See, I've set up my macros too good. This is the problem here.
Absolutely fine.
You're good. Didn't see it. It's nothing.
You say that, but well,
I
now
have
you know
no
what?
idea what
Nobody
that
saw
is.
it. Haha.
I didn't see anything.
It's clear now. As you all cross the bridge and get to the other side, you look over your shoulder, Kalman, because you've kind of been keeping an eye on this, and you see what appears to be like a green frisbee, for lack of a better term, kind of break the surface of the water and then dive over into the other side of the river and then resubmerge under the water again.
I immediately kind of like blurt out saying, "Everyone to get away from that bridge! Yet another weird thing with this place just came out of the water. Let's keep moving, but keep your eyes on the back of your head."
Okay. Everybody continue forward, getting the fuck away from the bridge as instructed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you all pass the bridge and put it about a good 20, 30, 40 feet behind you, you see, as you take one last look back across the bridge, a massive disc-shaped green creature with a pointed spiked tail and large wings jumps over the bridge and resubmerges on the other side.
Well, that thing looks fun.
We need to get out of this place.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, you do.
I concur.
Give me 1 second just because I want to show this off because I'm greedy bitch. But I'm going to do this because I want y'all to know what you just saw. And of course, I can't share this thing because why would I be able to share this thing?
Big angry mean fish. Nice.
Yeah. It's like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But it's about 20 feet, like, big fucking thing.
Alligator with wings. Gotcha.
Pretty much. And a stinger
And
tail.
a scorpion.
Winged
tail.
alligator frisbee. It's fine.
You all continue. Oh wow, that's clipping. Let's not do that. You all continue down the road and come more or less back into, like, the path winds back into the Svalak Woods once again. This open plains is kind of cut off and ends, and you see the river continue to flow further west from east, but you kind of veer away from the river and back down into the woods themselves. Excuse me. Oh my goodness.
I know why his token is there, but it also feels like he's stalking us.
I mean, he might be. You don't
I
know.
know.
It might be a plan all along. So yeah, so the path ahead winds back through the Svalak Woods. It bends and it turns, and switchbacks through very sinister-looking trees. All the trees are once again extremely close together. You notice that the mist in this area, the fog on the sides of the path and otherwise, is curled back. It's not as tight on the tree line as it was when you guys first arrived in this area. There is no purple mist that you can see immediately in the vicinity. It's just a bunch of white mist and fog, as you've seen crossing these plains on the last few days. Is there anything you would like to do while you're traveling? It's been another
Quickly
hour or
rush
so
for
of
the
travel
exit.
through these woods.
How much daylight have we got?
Time-wise, you did the funeral early in the morning, took an hour's rest. The fight took about half an hour. Searching the house took about half an hour. Cross. So it's about 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon at this point.
Probably carry on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got time.
Anybody want to talk amongst the group or anything like that while you're walking through the woods?
Whoa.
Somebody just died into the night.
I don't have to say so.
That was just fun. Yep.
I
mean, you don't have to. I'm just opening opportunities because this is travel and I don't want
yeah. I just
to. If you would like to
Anybody
talk,
gets
you can talk.
Wakes up in a tavern somewhere.
I all I'm really doing is just kind of looking around, kind of not really perceiving, just kind of lost in thought. And I walk up to Trovik, and I was like, I know your title. I know you've been on many battles. Have you ever seen anything like this?
God, no.
Me either. I like a good fight, but this doesn't seem right, and I hope we could get out of here. I feel like we're getting played.
Yeah, it's truly a strange land.
And I just keep on. I just keep on walking, just kind of staring around at the woods.
Irina's been kind of quiet this entire walk ever since you left the village. She just kind of seems to be lost in thought. Like she's sticking with the group, but she's just in her own head more than anything else.
Yeah, I'm sticking beside her, sort of keeping an eye, just keeping an eye on her mood.
Yep, absolutely. The road continues and winds back and forth on itself some more. It eventually winds and gets back closer in the direction of the river, almost becoming parallel with the river for about another mile or so, and then it kind of dives back into the forest again. These switchbacks and things like that have led you for about half an hour or so, and another hour passes as you just continue like navigating on this path. You're not being harrowed by the woods, but you're definitely carving a path through the woods. Like there's a dirt road, but it's getting progressively muddier as time goes on. Irina's now kind of admiring the landscape a little bit more, and she kind of turns to you, Branwen, and just mentions, I feel like I've never even left the village. I feel like I've missed out on so much in my life. And missed out on the little bit of beauty that this land actually has to offer. This is probably about the time you're passing by the river a second time.
I know that feeling. I spent much of my life cooped up in a big house.
It's always so stuffy.
You're telling me. At least your father seemed to allow you to learn to use a sword.
Well, with the state of things here in the lands, it only seems practical to be able to defend yourself. Though I'm not great with it, and I've killed a beast or two.
You seem pretty handy to me. And believe me, I know a lot of people that are very good with blades.
She just kind of looks and smiles. A few more moments pass, and she just kind of starts recanting stuff about the village and its people and things like that. She goes into telling you that when her father was alive, their family was respected in the village. Her father was good people, but ever since he died, they became fearful of the family. They didn't want to help. They became closeted. It didn't make much sense to her how the village could so easily turn their back on the family.
Just kind of listen and share stories.
Yep. You all do so as you continue walking for another 30 minutes or so. Give me a second. Do you guys want to take a break now, take a 5-minute, or do you want to continue on? We're about close to our halfway point anyway.
Sure.
It's up to the party.
I don't need a break. So.
Okay.
I'm chill.
Okie doke. 2 out of 5 ain't bad. You guys continue traveling through the woods for about another 45 minutes to an hour or so. It's not getting dark yet, but you can see that it's a little past probably 3, maybe 3:30, 4 o'clock at this point. It's getting on in the day. And I'm gonna pull up the things. Give me a second. Well, I'm not prepared. The DM is not prepared. What a sad state of affairs. Sorry. You travel on, continue winding and weaving, and then after an amount of time, you come to a little bit of an opening in the woods. It opens up a little bit more than it had previously. You hear in the distance a loud, and it's coming from somewhere on the path in front of you. You hear a guttural roar, just a roar, and then you hear the shouting of a man's voice.
Hello! Please, someone, I might need a little bit of help over here!
Kalma kind of instinctually just races towards the sound.
Okay.
As you race towards the sound,
Screen as usual. The one freaking point where I actually would need to see you.
you race towards the sound. You're the first one on the scene. Everybody else is kind of behind. Irina to the side. There's there. Boom, boom. Oh no, that's a pin thing. There we go. Okay. Yeah, sure, that way. Gaynor hiding.
Yeah.
Fair
I'm
enough.
just reluctantly falling behind.
Yeah.
Currently,
I know.
Cassidy again.
Okay, so
Control.
you can't see again because this
Yep.
is not your token because you're the
Oh,
token.
Hi.
I
Yes,
got you.
that
I
is
have
me.
to redo the token. There we go.
Yep.
Now
Yep.
you have a token, and now you're
Hey,
there,
I
and you're
can see
there.
myself. Oh,
There we go.
fuck. Dude. Good stuff.
I like that
Come on,
reaction.
you run
Let's
around
go.
the corner of this bend,
Let's
and you
go.
see this giant monstrosity, just like flesh and flab and anger, just like raking its fist down towards this. If you'd like to describe yourself, Chi, real quick before this gets interesting.
The man
You might not
is
have much longer.
All right. Yeah. The man is 73 years old. He wears what looks like a duster's coat. On his hip, you can see a holster for something. It's definitely not a hand crossbow, but you don't quite know what it is. He carries an anchor over one shoulder, which he is currently wielding two-handed. And effectively, this man also carries like a bandolier of just like 5-6 different kinds of potions. He's currently ducking out of the way of various different blows and trying to keep up, but it's not exactly going well.
Okay. And with that, I need everyone to roll initiative for me.
Alright, let's go,
On your
boys.
token, roll initiative. Let me get these out of here.
Token.
All the water guys.
How do
go
I
away.
check initiative here?
Oh, 21.
Where do I roll initiative from? Oh, right here.
Oh,
Click right
yep.
here.
Yep.
Bam.
Yep.
Hey, I actually got a good initiative this time.
Yay!
Higher than 9.
Yay!
But you did not select your character, so
God damn it! Yeah, I did.
Shit.
How do I select my character? Oh wait, no, I had the wrong tool.
I'll give it to you. Just give me a
Oh.
second.
Oh wait,
Damn it.
did I not
Okay.
select my guy?
No.
Oh fuck.
Oh wow, nice hit. That's 21.
Hold
Yeah.
on, let me just set this up. I got you.
We just want to make your life difficult, MGC.
Yeah, I know.
That's fine. I mean, what else is new, right? Gaynor, you had a 14,
14. Yep.
and Kelma, you had a 21.
Yeah.
Kelma,
You has a high deck.
dashing into the situation. Give me a second.
Right.
Okay, so
Here.
wow, none of this is set up right. This is awful. This is fun. Well, okay. So, Gaynor Osgood, what's your dexterity score?
Oh, my dexterity is +3 and it's 16.
Chi, what's your dexterity score and modifier?
My dexterity score is 13.
Yep, so Gaynor's first. Okay. So,
Right.
top of the round is Kelma. You see this giant thing in front of you. The grid is very tiny on here, but you should still be able to see it.
Yeah.
And you can use your ruler if you need to find distance.
Yeah. How do I do that thing of? Hold on, I think I found it. The thing that allows you to the little line, the judge.
It's the circle with like the ruler thing inside of it.
Okay.
It's under the.
Okay. I think I just found it.
Yep, you got it.
Okay.
You just gotta click back on your arrow to move your character. So.
Oh, okay. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm pulling out. Seeing this, I'm gonna immediately. How much movement I have?
I think it's 40. I want to say.
Hold on. Where I see my movement? It again? Oh yeah, I
Movement
have 40.
speed
Yeah,
is up top. Yeah.
40. So I'm gonna run. Let's see here. Let's go to my ruler quick. If I go say here, and then I measure. Oh, okay. I have to run like around here.
Yep.
And then if I'm here, okay, cool. So I'm gonna go run up to here. I'm gonna pull. I have my sling out.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna shoot my sling at that beast real quick.
The real David versus Goliath. Go for it.
Yeah, it's real David versus Goliath. I'm just my only goal is really just to kind of hopefully give the other guy a chance to get out of there.
Yep. Make you sling.
Slingy, go.
As you all see Kelma run up, jump over the barricade of the cliff, He flips the sling towards this creature, and oh no, that's not the right thing. That is the right thing. As you sling the sling, like you're in motion, and it just like flies wide over its head.
Hmm.
The small rocker pellet that you shoot.
Okay. And well, I have a bonus action, so I could do it again if I wanted to, right? Or is that just
What's your
for my-
bonus? What's your bonus action say though?
Hold on.
Yeah, it's in your character.
My
So.
bonus action. Oh no, it's only unarmed strike or flurry of blows.
Yeah, so
Okay.
now I'd say you couldn't, sadly.
All right, so I just kind of just yell out to the beast. Can I just yell at him?
Sure, I'd say you can make a free action to yell.
Okay, I'll be like over here. Just try to get him to.
Make a general charisma check again.
How charismatic are you in the eye of a beast?
Yeah, I'm. Let's find out. Fairly charismatic.
You see as the thing just kind of like, it's got its fist up like it's about to slam down into this guy, and it just kind of like turns its head and just, whoa, whoa. From what you gather, you might have distracted it.
Okay.
But you're not fully sure. You don't understand this creature in any way, shape, or form. That's the end of your turn. Gaynor, what are you doing?
That's a good question.
These are all the questions.
Yeah, give me a second.
You're good. God, I love this music. It's so good.
Yeah, I know, it's good music.
Pretty cool, yeah.
And while this is happening, I'm actually going to take a drink of my drink that I haven't
Okay.
drank since we started.
Drink the drink.
Oh, I will.
I'm gonna use my 30 feet. I'm gonna, let me see over here. No, let's see. Yeah, and I'm gonna cast Hold Person.
Okay.
So-
Hold person.
That I'm on the monster, so I get to cast this on any humanoid creature. It has to make a Wisdom saving throw of 10 or better, or is paralyzed for the duration, which is 1 minute.
It is not considered a humanoid creature.
Oh, it's not.
No.
But it's not.
It has arms and legs and a head, right?
It's too big.
Oh, okay.
It's technically considered a giant.
Yeah.
Fair. Okay, fine then. I won't cast that.
I will let you retract that. But yes. I'll be nice.
Okay. Then.
But yes, it's not technically a humanoid. It is, from what you can tell, it's a giant.
Right.
And unless anybody wanted to make a history check to try and figure out if they would know what the fuck this is, none of you know what this is unless you make the check. So, yes.
Screw it. I'll make a history check.
Then I guess I'll cast Frostbite at it.
Okay, God.
I don't know shit.
You just see a big flabby thing. You cast Frostbite. That is a con save. I'll make the con save. Saves. Because of
I'm sure it's
things.
crazy Constitution, I suppose.
What was the save DC 10? Yeah, it makes it. Roll a 14.
What?
As you kind of reach out
I
and
rolled a 14.
cast the frost, and it just like, it hits, but it just like kind of looks and still just as mad as it was. Are you doing anything else?
No, that's all I got. Good.
Oh, that's good. What are you doing, my friend?
Jay.
Wait, what? Oh, sorry, it's my turn?
Yeah.
It is
All
your
right.
turn.
Sorry, I look at it, I'm like, surely we can talk this out, mates. And then, like, there's a moment and he's sort of like, he grimaces, he's like, I guess not. He's gonna use his action to disengage and move 30 feet. I don't know how far 30 feet is from here.
You can use a ruler. Yeah.
Oh,
30
yeah,
feet.
right all the way over there.
Yeah.
Book set. He's like, all right, well, fine then.
Okay. Are you doing anything else?
Well, I've already used my action to disengage,
Action disengage.
so I
and
don't quite
movement.
know what else I've got here on.
If you're on your character sheet, you should be able to scroll down in your actions tab and see if there are any bonus actions you can do right off that.
Right. I can't do anything other than consume my mutagens, and right now I don't really want to do that.
Understand.
So I'll just make my way out of the way for now.
Okay. Alright. As the gentleman kind of dashes off from this thing after trying to parlay with it. Gwen, what are you doing?
So I'm pulling out my crossbow and I'm gonna shoot it. Do I get my advantage for assassinate?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes, you do. That is a 15 to hit. That hits, and your damage is the 5 plus the 9, so that is 14.
Is it surprised?
You have advantage.
Oh, I have advantage. It's whenever I have advantage.
It's whenever you have advantage. So that is what, 5, 19.
14.
Yeah, I got you.
Wait, name hit something? What?
I hate something. Wait, I hit Strahd last session. What the hell?
Yeah, hit him.
Yeah, you kind of went through him.
Okay.
Nobody hit
Alright.
Strahd.
I did hit Strahd last session.
The argument is good. Are you doing anything else, man?
I saw an arrow fly, and then it hit the ground.
And then I hit him after that. My second shot hit him.
She did.
Anyway, I did because I broke his concentration on Irene. It's chill.
Mm-hmm. You did.
Anyway, I am gonna move behind this tree and use my bonus action to hide.
Okay. Make a stealth check. And Trovic, you are up. Oh, I need to roll initiative for Irina. I'll just put her behind everybody else. That's fine. No, you're good. You're good. Keep going. I forgot. You feel like you're hidden, Brandon.
Cool.
Oh, I got the wrong.
Welcome to my life.
Shit. He's just outside my range. Wait, no. Is he?
No,
Or what are you
he's
trying to
the whole 5 foot wide, so.
There we go.
do? He's
We can move to here.
he's considered large, so he's technically 10 by 10, something like that. He's big.
Yeah.
So use your action to dash.
I'll use my bonus action to dash, and use goring rush.
Dash
That's what I
would
was
be an
thinking.
action, so bonus action would be goring rush, but also you could do that. Yeah. You
Right.
used everything to do that. Yeah. I got you. Okay, so make the attack roll. So that is goring rush. What does goring rush do again? Remind me.
So after I use my dash action, I can use horns.
The horns. Yeah.
to
So
attack.
that's basically doing that. Okay. Yeah, that hits, and that is 8 points of damage as you kind of gore your horns into this flabby thing. And as you gore your horns in, the top of your head kind of like hits the flab of it, and you feel like a like a jiggle back in a way.
Okay.
God.
I mean, it's like you poked into it, and as you pull your horns out, it's just like it's a fleshy jello. If that makes sense.
Great.
So at the end of your
It's fair
turn.
to take a bath after this.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, yeah, it's like the sumo wrestler in the gym. It's just like,
Yep.
you just headbutted him. Okay. It is his turn. He is going to look down at the Minotaur man and raise the fist once again and slam down with it. There's a 9 to hit. That misses.
Nah.
He is going to raise his fist one more time and slam again. That is a 23 to hit. That is 9 points of
okay.
bludgeoning damage.
Wow.
Wow.
And I want to say that's it. That is the end of its turn. It's actually gonna like step here, but it's not gonna get away from you out of that range. and it roars out loudly again. Just, "Whoa!" Irina is going to step up. She can't do shit, but she's going to get over here and hold. She is weak Irina. This is the end of her turn. Kelmai.
Okay. I'm just going to, since he's focused on Trovik for right now, I'm going to run like behind him, and I'm just going to crack him on the top of the head with my quarterstaff.
Does he get advantage with that?
What was that?
He would have to be on the other side of it to get advantage. If he wanted to
Gotcha.
step around it, he could. But
I don't think I could. I don't think I have enough because I was. Hold on.
where are you at?
You have 40 feet
I
of
was.
movement.
Oh yeah, I have 40. Oh yeah, I do have 40. Oh, yeah,
I mean, in theory, you could get here. Yeah, you could shimmy around and
I
get
could
there.
Okay, so I could be like, oops, hold on.
So, yeah, I'd say
Go about here.
you could get to probably about here,
Mm-hmm.
here, whatever. Yeah, we'll say there because technically it'd be there, but I'm not moving these guys 1,000 times. Oh no,
Oh,
you're
Oh.
stuck. There you go.
yeah.
The fat.
All the stuck. I'll say you can get over there, but you're really like.
I got
here. You're
absorbed by
behind.
the fat.
You're more or less here, so
Alright.
we'll just say that. But for
Okay.
snapping, I'm not gonna fuck with the whole thing.
Gotcha. All right,
But yeah, so
I
that would be attack with advantage.
yeah. Okay, I will quarter staff of it up. 11.
With advantage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Roll again.
Hold on.
Sometimes you have to hover off it and hover back on to click it again.
Yeah. There he goes.
There you go. Even with the advantages, you swing out with the quarterstaff. You just you hit it, but it just bounces off the flab of this creature. Doesn't
Jeez.
seem like it did any type of damage.
All right, then I do a unarmed strike. I just kick him to see if the kick does anything.
Yep, and you have advantage on that as well.
Wow.
And you say I have advantage on that as well, so
Might as well try to crit. Yeah. So as you kick this creature, you make purchase with your hit, and you hear it groan out just a slight bit.
all right. And
Are you doing anything else?
yeah.
Run around this thing and swung and just kind of ricocheted off, and then went for a roundhouse.
I'm going to do my flurry of blows. Use a key
Okay.
point just
Yep.
to kind of keep the
So-
pressure on this thing.
That's 2 more unarmed strikes, both with advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yep, you're good.
Strike
Okay.
17.
Well, you got advantage, so
Yeah.
basically you're gonna roll it 4 times in total.
I think. Hold on. I gotta get rid of this. Hey.
First one hits. As you punch into it, you feel your hit connect again, and you have 1 more attack. So,
All right.
so
And
roll it 2 more times, and
Sure.
whatever's the higher you get.
That not gonna hit. And I don't think the other one hits.
Yep. So both of those miss as you swing out, swing, and then the last swing you come up just a bit short, and you miss your purchase.
Gotcha.
All right, that's the end of your turn.
Yep.
At the end of your turn, you hear roaring coming from down the path,
Oh God.
further this way, and you hear the heavy footfalls of something. Boom,
For
boom,
crying out
boom,
loud, a second
boom,
one.
as it's running this way.
Oh
It
no.
gets to about there. That is the end of its turn.
Oh, the rotten fucking luck.
Gaynor, what are you doing?
The hell did you do to piss these things off?
I'm not
Okay,
entirely sure.
I'll tell you for another time.
I move 30 feet. There we go. And then, so this nice little patch of earth right here in a 5 foot by 5 foot cubic area.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna cast mold earth, and I'm gonna make it difficult terrain.
Okay, so difficult terrain. Ping it again.
Like right here.
You can draw it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
There.
shit.
Draw shape. So,
Working on it. Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
It's about a 5-foot square.
Okay, so that is considered difficult terrain. All right. As Gaynor kind of reaches out, and the earth itself like crumbles and crags up, and just becomes like spiky, sharded, like from out of the mud, just rises this earth and terrain shape, and just fucking obscures that entire square with sharp, spiky dirt.
Yeah, it's, we're good.
You doing anything else?
No, that's all I have, unfortunately.
Oh, that's good. Get back up. Chi.
Oh, yep. Right. Jesus, I'm not seeing the turn order, which is the biggest issue here.
Oh, you don't have the window or anything?
So I'm gonna look around. Well,
Yes.
it's up, but it only shows it as Kelma's turn permanently, like at all times. So I'm just kind of existing.
right, yeah,
I
yeah.
am. I can do about moving another 25. I've kind of knocked myself into a bad position here. Let's see. How much space do I have left? I have 20 feet. I'm gonna move myself another 20 feet up to the edge of this cliff. And I'm going to pull out this weapon that you guys probably can't really... You guys don't know what this is, but it is very obviously a revolver. It is a 6-barreled cylinder with a single metal barrel at the end and a handle. He cocks the hammer, he sets a charge burning, and he drops the hammer. I'm making an attack on this first flesh golem with my revolver.
Okay. Make your roll.
So that is an 11 to hit. Oops.
As you shoot, you're aiming for the head. It goes over the
Yep.
shoulder, just off into the distance.
Okay.
As a loud sound comes from the device
Crack.
itself.
Yeah.
Crack.
He looks at it. He's like, oh, shit.
And I suspect Barman has to dunk splinters.
Yup.
Where's the brown one? No, not really, because he's shooting this way-ish, so I'd say you're good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Like, I assume that's the line
Yeah.
there, or thereabouts.
Okay.
But it does go off into the trees, and Bramwin, you do hear something like rustling in the trees past you. You doing anything else?
Let's see. What mutagens do I have? I can't quite remember. For now, I'll end my turn, but I'm gonna start looking at my mutations.
Okay. Bramwin, you're up.
Cool. I'm going to sort of duck at the side of this tree
Ooh. Haha. I like it.
and
It'll work.
shoot at the thing.
Okay.
Or do I want to shoot at the other one? Huh.
Up to you.
I'll go with that.
No, I'm gonna try and shoot at this one. Do I have my advantage? From being hidden?
If you already hit him, are you still hidden?
I hit him and then hid.
Yeah.
Okay.
You did hide. You are a rogue, though, so don't you get advantage when anybody's within 5 feet?
No, that's if I'm melee with him.
Are you sure about that?
90% sure?
I mean, I might be wrong, but
Think
from
it's
your
a-
hide, you would get advantage.
You don't need
With
advantage.
a
for
finesse
roll
or
for
ranged
them.
weapon, if you have advantage on the attack roll, you don't need advantage if another enemy's within 5 feet. So you.
So I should have been having advantage on most of my attack rolls every time.
Well, you don't get advantage on that. You can just apply your
Oh,
sneak attack to
okay,
that.
sneak. Yeah, no, I'm asking if I have advantage from
Right. I read that wrong. That's my bad. I would say, yeah, you do because it's completely focused on the two things that it's going to squish in the next turn.
Cool.
The two things.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't know what y'all are any more than you know what it is. It's just like Hulk smash. Yeah, roll with advantage. I'll give it to you. Wow, Nim. Wow, you need to put the game away.
Don't
That's
shoot me,
really
please.
bad.
That's ridiculous. How did I just roll 2 nat ones?
Wow.
Oh
That's
my
not
gosh.
fun, is it?
Lucky we're not playing with critical fumbles.
Yeah.
That would really
That'd
suck.
be real bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pull the crossbow, step out from the tree and try to aim it, and you shoot up at an angle and you hit a branch on the tree that you're standing under. Don't quite know how it happened, but you hit a branch like here.
I'm just gonna stare at it in shock and hang on and wonder where the hell I can move to. Because I don't want to be near the next thing. Yeah, I'm going back here behind this tree and I'm gonna hide again.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Especially after
Trovik,
that
you're up.
hide in shame.
Make a stealth check, Ramwin. Trovik, you're up. What are you gonna do, Barbarian Man?
Hey.
I do not exist.
Yeah, I was about to say you've stealthed into a different plane of existence.
You now roll a 20 and don't exist. Yes.
It's like, who shot that? No one shot that. Bramwin doesn't exist.
Oh my god. The luck in the rolls. Okay, so. Wicked, what are you doing?
I'm gonna rage.
Alright.
There you go.
As our Minotaur hulks up and gets a fury in his eyes and begins to rage. What are you doing? It's your
Time to
bonus
do a little
action.
slice and dice.
Slicing and dicing. Dice with the slice. You have
that.
advantage because Kelma's on the other side. So
Lovely.
Hey, there we go.
hits for 12 points of slashing damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have the modifier on there.
Well, rage modifier doesn't work on.
Oh, right, yeah.
They still don't have a rage modifier. It's ridiculous.
It's
stupid.
absolutely stupid. Oh, and the 6 for radiant. Yep. 6 points of radiant damage. As you slice through, you make a considerable gash in this thing's chest, and your divine fury just kind of like rips through it, and you hear it cry out in pain and agony as your axe goes through it. Just, "Whoa!" It's loud, it's bellowing, and the trees almost shake from the scream of pain. What else are you doing? Anything else? You use your bonus
Nope.
action, your action.
Yeah. I think we're good.
Okay. Alright. That is the end of his turn. Yeah. Very angry. It's going to make a slam attack down towards you, Trovik.
I am going, my good sir, to
Yes.
impose my blood curse of the eyeless. When a creature I can see within 30 feet of me. Is this 30 feet? God dang it, I might have made it too far.
Yep.
Nope,
Made it
never
far.
mind. Doesn't go off. Damn it.
Okay.
Crap.
It slams
Come
down and deals 7 bludgeoning, which is half to. It's half to round down or round up. I think it's round down.
Let's round down.
Yeah, so it's 3 points of bludgeoning damage to you. It is going to slam its other fist down. Does a 15 hit?
Mm-hmm.
As it slams down, it's going to do 7 more bludgeoning damage, which is reduced down to 3. As it's got both of its fists slammed down on you, it is going to jump, like lift up off of its fists and sit down on you, pinning you to the ground.
17 to escape? Jesus.
Wow.
So you are pinned to the ground by this creature. As it is basically sitting on you now, I'll say, for the better purposes of everything. Irina is going to come up here. She's going to come up here, and that's the end of her turn. We're back up to Kelma at the top of the round.
Okay. Well, since he's sitting on poor Trovik over there, I'm going to be still in the back of his head, since he's not going to really turn around. Hit him upside the head, back of the head again with my quarterstaff. And,
These attacks do not have advantage, so
okay. Where's my stuff?
he's literally sitting on Trovik.
Yeah, he's literally just sitting on.
Directly harrowing him right now. Jesus.
15.
15 just hits.
Jeez. Or at least we know what the minimum
9
is.
points of damage.
All right. And then
Okay.
I'm going to. Hold on. Let me look at something real quick. He goes on. Okay.
I don't know how many key points you have left, but
Yeah, I was looking at something.
you
right.
do have the Unbroken Air, if I remember correctly.
Oh, so you're reading my mind. That's literally what I was reading right now. And
I know my players pretty well.
yeah.
Pretty good about that.
And okay.
It's up to you.
Yep. I'm gonna use the Unbroken Air, and I'm going to, and I'm just basically going to my button for that.
Yeah.
Was okay. All right. You see Kalma kind of do almost like a Tai Chi kind of thing real quick, and you see air surrounding around him, and all of a sudden it looks like he has like a ball of air in front of him, and then he just kind of shoots it forward almost like if a tornado came right from his chest.
Okay, so you use 1 key point to do that, or is it 2?
I use 2 because what I'm trying to do is I think if I do, I don't think. Hold on. If I use 2, you can spend 2 key points to choose a creature 30 feet of you. That creature must make a strength saving throw. The creature. If I do 2 key points, I could push the creature up to 20 feet away from. Because what I'm trying to do is get him off Trovik.
Yeah, I feel you. Spend 2 key points. Needs to make a strength saving throw.
Do I have to use 2 to do the air push, or can I use 1 to do the
It's
air
2 for
push?
the entire thing.
Okay.
So it needs to make a strength save. Sorry, I got you. My bad. Wow, I'm on the wrong thing. There we go. Strength save. Strength save. That. What's the DC? 12?
12.
It rolled an 11 to save, so
Oh.
it failed the save. That is
Nice.
20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Damn.
20 points of bludgeoning damage, and I pushed him 20 feet away, and he's knocked prone.
20. Does it have a size restriction on the creature you push?
Um,
I would say even in my Eldritch Blast, I would say these things couldn't be pushed to their size.
Yeah, but can push it. It doesn't really say.
It doesn't say there's a size issue with Unbroken Air, though.
Yeah,
Well, it doesn't say that with Eldritch Blast either.
yeah, but it makes
I
more
mean-
sense because he's big. But
Let me see, because he's got a trait. I want to see the trait. Can't dash, attacks that push, trip, and grapple are made with disadvantage against a flab giant. So I'll say in lieu of that, I'll let the attack go off, but it doesn't get pushed.
Does it fall down though? That's the
wait, so
It failed to save, so it would fall down. It just wouldn't get pushed.
but would it get
So-
off? But would it get off Trovik?
No, you just flatten Trovik, that's all.
Yeah, but to say, 'cause my whole point was to push him off Trovik.
No, I know what your point was. I'm just saying I don't know if that's the way that goes down. I'll say
Roll a D of 360, see where he falls.
Jesus Christ. You know you're not wrong.
Yeah, that's a good point. There we go.
I mean, hey, whatever. Let fate decide. Yeah.
So if
North,
90,
West.
yeah, I'd say he falls to about here. We'll say, and Trovik is no longer pinned.
Yeah, I was like, if anything, it's just like
I'll give you that one.
roll him over so Trovik can
Right.
get up.
Yeah, no. I mean, he failed the save, so that
Yeah.
makes sense. He takes the 3. Yeah, okay. So, all right. So he is now off of Trovik. Is that the end of your turn?
I did the quarterstaff. I did the air. That's
Yeah.
my bonus, right?
Well, Unbroken Air is a key point, so
Oh, okay, so I could do that.
in
And
theory
that
you have a bonus because your key point is free.
I'll keep on his free. But he's prone now, right?
Yes.
Okay. So since he's prone, I'm going to basically get right next to his face and just axe kick him right square in the face.
Okay, make your unarmed strike. Since Trovik's still on the ground, I'll say you don't have advantage, but since he's prone, you do have advantage. So.
Oh, so I have okay.
Float like a butterfly.
Yep.
That's
What's the roll? That's a
That's
23. That
23,
hits.
that's a hit.
As you axe kick him in the face.
Well, he has advantage. Let's see if he gets a higher
Yeah.
hit.
Okay. Now.
Alright.
Yeah. 23 wins.
As you axe kick it in the face, this thing is down on the ground and it's just like lazily roaring, but it's not having a good day.
How do you lazily roar? Just grumbling. Yeah.
It's less of a roar and more of a whimper, but it doesn't have
Yeah.
high octave vocal cords. So it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah. It's just like a vibration that you feel in the ground.
I'm just picturing his roar getting muffled because my foot just went into his mouth.
Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
so lumbering forward, 10, 20, it's going to stop right there. As this thing just shouts out and bellows, just whoa. Gaynor, what are you doing?
Oh shit.
He was having such a good time too, sitting on Trovik, and then Kelmon just fucked it all up.
So, can I do a quick history check to see if I can tell what these things are, to see if they understand us or if they're just stupid?
Sure. Make a history check. Yeah.
See if I know anything. 20.
You know these are more or less abominations, summoned constructs of some sort. They're giants. They're not unintelligent, but they're not. I don't know if you ever actually run into any of these, more so heard them in legend, but these are creations from a necromancer of some sort. These are like flesh abominations.
Gotcha. So they don't understand us at all.
They definitely understand something because something has instructed them to do something. So they understand, kind of. You're not sure if they understand common speech.
Yeah, like basic commands, like go get him, or something.
Right. Right.
Okay.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
Might be really bad.
Hey, bad
Probably
idea.
really bad.
That's what this party's
Bad
been so
ideas
far.
is the party's name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty much what we are. Yeah.
Yeah, we are a group of bad ideas.
Yeah. Alright. If you
Okay.
say so.
I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead on the one closest to me here.
Okay. Tolls are dead. What's the save on that?
The save is great. Save is 12.
For wisdom.
Wisdom.
Let's see. Save.
I only did 4 damage, so don't
It
matter.
rolled a 20 on its save.
Oh,
Oh,
It rolled a 19 plus 1, so 20 on
still.
its save.
I'm
damn.
fucking worthless, man. Alright.
I'm sorry, man. Like, I literally have a fucking roll save tables here. I'm not doing it myself. You know this.
Yeah, I know.
Like, you've seen the roll save tables. I'm not being a bitch. I'm sorry. Toll the Dead does not work.
Okay, yeah. That's all I got.
That's all you got.
Yep.
That was good.
That'll be up to me then, eh?
Stupid plans are where it's at. What are you doing, buddy?
Righto, mate. I'm gonna move up so that I'm within. Oh, is this one 30 feet? Yeah, it is. And I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna yell in Infernal, "Fuck off!" And then, as a bonus action,
Okay.
you're gonna see him draw a knife, like basically one-handed, pull the knife into his hand, cut his arm. Blood starts pouring down his arm into his pistol, and it starts sparking with the electricity.
Hmm.
I'm using my Crimson Right. I'm taking 1d4 damage, so I need to roll that.
Yeah.
1d4. That is 3 damage to me, so I will mark that off accordingly on my character sheet.
Okay.
You'll actually see that now on this list here, so that's
Yep.
me 26. And then I am going to do an extra 1d4 lightning damage. So let us go ahead and see what he does. That's only an extra point of lightning, but let's see if I can make this work. I'm gonna try every single language in my repertoire to see if he understands anything. Is
So
the
it takes-
stupid freaking idea.
So it takes the 4 damage plus what? I'm sorry.
+1.
+1 lightning.
Okay. So it's only a D4 for the lightning damage?
Yep, only 1d4.
As you shoot, the bullet pierces the skin. You see a small charge of electricity shock through this creature a little bit, and you see it kind of shake and vibrate on the ground. And as you begin to shout out languages that you may think it may understand, you get no response as this thing falls
Oh shit! That was it, eh?
Yeah, that was
dead on the ground.
Yeah, well, no, you do get a response. You get a response from a very confused Kelma looking at him because he yelled "fuck off" in Infernal. It's just kind of like, like what?
He looks at him. He's like, "I mean, it worked," and he's gonna just look around like totally confused.
All right, Bramlin. Oh, sorry, I was good. You got anything else?
Nah, nothing else, man.
Bramlin.
Wonderful. Still within range.
Yeah.
Awesome, I'm gonna shoot the thing.
Okay.
I don't
Make a
have it.
shot.
Hit the thing.
I'm hit and done.
Hitting the thing.
Oh yeah, I don't exist, do I? Yeah.
No, you're in another plane of existence. You hit so well.
This is true.
You're currently sitting next to a lady on a computer.
And at this point,
Yeah.
right, completely hidden.
A bunch of random people sitting
Oh,
around the
come
room.
on.
Your arrow splinters off the flabbed side of this creature.
I'm not even gonna hide this time. I'm just gonna kind of step to where I think I've got a better shot, because obviously there's something wrong.
I mean, it almost hit. It was close. It just flabbed off the flab. Blah, blah, blah.
There is 30 feet.
Blah,
I
blah,
want
blah.
to come here. That wasn't 30 feet, it's that one.
Okay. Alright, that's the end of your turn. Trovik, you're on the ground, but the thing beside you has fallen dead.
What does it take to get up again?
Half your movement.
Shoot.
You want to make sure that thing doesn't happen again. 6 seconds of speech.
Okay, I'll get up.
Mhm.
And I will equip my javelin.
Nice.
Okay, so you pull the javelin off of your back
Yeah.
as you're standing up. Okay,
and
chucking the
I'm gonna
javelin at
try-
this thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
As you see this
damn.
minotaur get off the ground, pull this large javelin, oversized javelin off his back, and just kind of like throw it Olympian style. It pierces into the flesh of this creature and does a decent bit of damage, sir.
9 plus 2.
9 plus 2, so that's 11. 11 points of damage. As it pierces the shoulder of this creature, and you just hear it kind of "Whoa!" in pain and anger. Okay. Are you doing anything else?
Nope.
Okey doke. Trovik's turn. This guy is dead, so we'll get him out of the turn order. Irina is going to run yay this way. And that's going to be her turn, because she's not stupid and she's weak as shit. Kelma, you're up.
Okay. Seeing
Back to
everything that's going on, and of course I'm seeing the rough terrain in front of me at this point where the other
Well,
monsters kind of trying to come on
In
through.
theory, it's literally standing in the entirety of the rough terrain, so.
Okay. So I'm going to just back up very slightly. Right? Kind of, by Trovik. I kind of glance over to, I just forgot her name.
Arena.
Arena kind of like, what are you doing? And then I pull out my sling, and I'm just going to play the, hey, it's going to take you a bit to get here, so I'm just going to take pop shots at you the entire time.
Sounds like a plan. Go for it.
I'm going to just do my sling action. Blah, 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 blah. Where's my sling? Nice.
That hits. As you hit it in the eye with your sling, it roars out in another fit of pain. And then kind of just like rubs its eye with one hand and just kind of like glares at you with the other eye.
Got it.
These don't seem to be the smartest things in the world. They're
Yeah.
hulking masses of fuck you, but they're not not the brightest thing. Are you doing anything else?
There's not much else I can do. At this point, I'm just going to kind of back up and go by the new guy and just kind of just have my staff out, almost like in a protecting stance.
I can fight for myself, you know. I might be 73, but I have a body like a 20-year-old.
And I yell out in Infernal. I go, didn't seem like it when we got here. Shut up.
He grins. Touche.
So it is. Nope, sorry, that's a square. It is going to step here. It is just out of the reach of Irina, and it is just going to bellow in her face, spitting all over her, and just. It's the end of its turn. Gaynor, what are you doing?
Okay, so how far away is it from me? Don't matter because let's see.
Because you got range, son.
I got tons of range. I'm gonna shoot
All the
Eldritch
range.
Blast at that thing.
Blast it.
Fire
Let's
juice,
see.
don't mind me.
That is a
Hell,
23
3.
Okay. That is 3 points of force damage blast into it. You see it reel from this necrotic energy coming out of Gaynor's hand and just like reaches out and blasts, and that does 3 damage. There you go. Okay. Alright. Are you doing anything else, big guy?
No, that's all I got.
I was good.
Right,
Back
this
to
is
you.
mine, yeah.
Yes.
Right. He's gonna look around. He's gonna say back in Infernal, I have a plan. At least, cover me. And he moves about 10, 15 feet. He's gonna look at the giant. He's gonna take another shot with his revolver. This is his third shot. And then in
It's gonna miss.
Abyssal, he's going to say, stand down! Loudly.
Just kind of gonna look over as the bullets
every
whiz by its
language he
head yet again. What languages do you know?
I know Infernal,
Let me check
Abyssal,
on.
Deep Speech, Quarry, and Common.
Worry.
Ah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
It does not recognize anything that you say.
Alright, interesting. He nods to himself. Alright, now that that's taken up, I can actually focus on killing the fucker.
It's just kind of like, whoa. It makes no
Yep,
cognizant speech. It's just roaring now.
Good to
Brandon,
know.
Cool. I'm gonna shoot at the thing.
how many arrows do you have left?
I have.
I know
10
you got a ton. I'm just saying. Like, you seem to be missing them all.
I have 10 bolts left.
Okay.
Make sure
Slowly
you
but surely, she just runs out of arrows and then just starts punching with the arrows.
She hit something.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
Shit.
So there's no sneak attack on it because nobody's in
No.
range.
Yeah, but one
However,
time you don't
is
sneak.
I always get.
5 times 2 is
No
10
one's
plus
there.
2, so that's 12 points of piercing damage.
The one time you don't hide.
So 24
Yeah.
points of damage.
No, I always get my hits when no one is there.
No,
so I
it's
don't get
12
hits.
because it's
Oh,
the
sorry, yeah.
5 times 2 plus 2. So
Yeah, gotcha.
there's 12 points of piercing damage as this thing catches the arrow to the eye and it's now blinded in one eye.
Awesome.
As your crossbow finally strikes true. What else are you doing? Are you doing anything else? And then Trevik's next in line, so.
No,
Hold on.
I'm good.
Okay. Trevik, what are you doing, big guy? It is about 10 feet away from Irene at this point, or less. 10, 5-ish, but yeah.
Swing around the side here.
Okay. Swing around the side. You are still raging if you want to attack.
I am, and I will.
You will. There's a 10 that's gonna miss.
That's alright. Another one for good measure.
Okay. That
There you
is
go.
the 19 to hit. That is 14 slashing plus 2 rage plus what's your divine?
Divine.
So that is 7 divines. That's 14, so that's
23.
yeah. So
Then I'm gonna use hammering horns. If it's not dead yet.
it is not dead yet. As you swing through with the axe again, it just cut through it again, and a bit of divine fury flies off of your great axe. It is a great axe, right? Battle axe, great axe, something like that.
Yeah, great X.
Great axe. As you swing through, you just hear it rear out in pain as the divine fury has like left a searing gash up its chest.
I'm so glad I went with radiant damage.
Yeah, that was a
in
good call.
World
Good,
like this.
it was a good call.
I forget that the barbarian's broken as shit. And as you poke him with your horns.
Oh, I do more than poke. If
Oh,
he's
ew.
hit by that, he has to succeed in a DC 13 strength.
Strength DC 13, you got it. 17 strength. So that's a 17 roll. It takes 5 piercing damage plus 2
Yeah.
rage. Is that all?
30
Yep,
points of-
that's it.
30 points of damage in a round.
35 points of damage in a round.
Oh yeah, plus the 5.
Just
Um,
imagine if I had hit with my first strike.
right?
35?
Yes.
Let's see. What are my hemocraft
Mine-
dice total?
14 plus 2 plus 14. And then 5 plus 2. So
PMT.
37. Sorry, 37. Yes.
At around 4:20, can we take a quick 10-minute break?
Yeah. As soon as we finish this, we'll take a break.
All right, cool.
Should be in that time frame. Irina is going to be real dumb.
Oh,
Why is she being dumb?
Because she's being dumb. She's going to attack this thing,
Oh, okay.
and the first one hits, the second one misses for 5 piercing damage.
She's
She get
helping.
advantage.
You're right. Good call.
Oh shit. Roll 2 more times.
Oh no, because it rolls it with advantage.
Oh, roll. Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
Roll
it rolls
the advantage. Yeah.
I'm dumb. I'm dumb.
Ignore those. There you
Yeah,
go.
ignore those bottom 2. They would have missed anyway.
Okay.
But no, I'm so used to just rolling the button 4 times. That's
Right.
on me. Apologies. So she does 5 points of piercing damage with the first hit and whiffs the second one. So that is minus 5. Oh no, what did I do there? Undo that. There's no way to undo that.
What did you do?
I changed his health to -5 instead of minus 5. That'd be real bad.
-5.
She just
Sweet.
dies randomly
falls
out of the
apart.
blue. Heart
It's
attack.
like every part of it collapses. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kelma, you're back up.
All right, I'm gonna start.
Attack
I'm
my
gonna.
god.
I'm gonna do some monk nonsense right now.
More monk nonsense.
More monk
Shit, I
nonsense.
love monk nonsense.
You know how there's this little cliff next to where he's standing? I'm
Oh, God.
running on the side of the cliff.
Okay.
I'm gonna go behind him, but as I'm going behind him, I'm just gonna jump off and straight Chung Li air stomp him as I go by in the
You're
face,
literally running, like hopping on the cliff, running and jumping off.
jumping
Oh,
off,
yeah, dude.
and I'm.
I'm gonna need an acrobatics check for all that.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
But yeah, you can, if you complete it, you can do it. DC's not ridiculous, but I don't know.
Come on, D&D.
Hey, DB, somebody cheered.
Oh,
Hey.
okay.
That's
either
fine.
way.
The first one was good. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fine.
it rolled.
Okay, so
Okay,
I,
so you jump off. What are you doing?
I'm basically kicking him in the head as I go behind him.
Make your unarmed strike.
With advantage.
With advantage.
Yeah, because he's harrowed on 2 different sides.
Oh, okay.
Normally it'd be adjacent, but I'll say
Makes sense.
triangle coverage on a big creature. Yeah, I'd say go for it.
That's 1, and the second one is. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, 7.
Okay, so 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
As you kick him in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
What else?
when I land, because I'm landing right directly behind him, I'm taking my quarterstaff and slamming it in the back of his knees to try to not only hurt him, but also see if I can get him off balance.
Are you going stunning strike? Do you have that?
Well, I don't have any more key points.
Aw, man.
Yeah, so I'm
That would've been
I'm
good.
just basically
So
trying
you're
to kick,
making a targeted attack.
targeted
Okay,
attack,
so-
just trying to kick his knees out.
Okay. Make attack rolls to see if you hit.
Okay.
And then we'll figure out if he takes
24.
a shot to the back of the neck. That hits. You do have advantage, so roll again just to see if you get the crit.
Come on. There we go.
Okay, so the 24 hits. That is 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
And make a strength check for me. I'll give you that because
19?
you were aiming specifically. Strength check, not a strength save.
Oh, whoops.
Just roll your strength with your
Okay,
modifier.
I see it now. Oh, that is not the. Stop doing that. Like, hold on. Because if you click the main number 1, it rolls on D&D Beyond, not Roll20.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
click the
yeah.
modifier number.
Okay.
Sort that out for you later, DB. I know to turn that off.
As you swing through and whap it in the back of the knee, it made a 3 on its strength save. One of the knees does buckle and it becomes a little bit off balance.
Sweet.
Oh,
At
jeez.
the end of your turn,
Well, I did the attack.
attack
In a-
bonus
in a-
action move.
bonus action,
I
so
think
yeah,
you
I'm good.
spent. All right.
I was just being silly monk.
Not liking shit at this point. It is going
Yep.
to begin flailing around and swinging wide.
Now I use my Blood Curse the Eyeless.
Okay.
When a creature I see within 30 feet of me makes an attack roll, I can use my reaction to roll 1 Hemocraft dice, which is a d4. I can subtract that number rolled from the creature's attack roll. I can choose to use this feature after the creature's roll, but the DM determines whether or not the attack roll succeeds. It is immune if it's immune to blindness.
Okay. So roll your 1d4 because it rolled a 19.
All right.
So
Slash roll 1d4.
it is
That
2.
counts as
So
bonus
it
action, I believe.
changes to
17.
17. So a 17 was going towards. Oh, who was it going towards? I didn't decide that as a DM. That's my fault.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry.
You never
I know.
quite know what I'm gonna pull
It's
with you.
going toward Trovig.
He's gonna
Actually, it's going toward Irina.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
There's 9 points of bludgeoning damage on the girl.
Oh, okay. I need to go and do something.
As he just like slams his fist down on her, he's then gonna swing his fist backwards over his shoulder and kind of try and turn around and hit Kelma.
Is he that agile considering I just knocked him off balance?
You took him down to one knee. I mean, it took
Okay.
all of his movement to like balance himself back up, I'd say.
But could he even like swing? Because I'm behind him.
I mean, he gets to swing regardless.
Okay. All right.
I would say getting back up is just movement, just like us.
Okay.
Yeah, that was kind of what I was thinking. Like he
Gotcha.
used,
All right. No problem. No problem. I was
and since he only gets 20 feet of movement anyway, I basically used it all to have him stand right back up.
gotcha.
So I'll say that.
I mean,
10 points of bludgeoning damage to you, my guy.
Oh, we
come on.
That hurt. He's not, he's not my
That's
Like,
kinda
why
friend.
do
just
you
like-
think I'm over here?
It's not happy that you poked it in the back of the knee. It just kind of like blindly swings backwards and like clocks you in the side of the head. What else can it do? What else can it do? Yeah, no, because he used all his movement to stand
Oh,
up. That's
wait
all
a
it can do.
second. Wait a second.
Okay,
Wait.
What?
He just hit me, right?
he did hit you.
Ah,
Okay. Where's my thingy?
Click it.
cricket.
A flab giant. Is that really what it's called?
That's what it's called.
That's awesome. I don't think I've ever seen one of these things in the game before.
Oh, it's under spells. Okay.
Some
All right.
of beast monsters. They're a whole different breed.
So this giant
okay,
flab
yeah.
giant, just clocked me up the side of the head. Kelma already pissed off with the situations that have been going on right now. Last time he dropped, all of a sudden you used to see his eyes grow dark red and flames come by him, and it looks like it's almost like he's possessed for a second. And he points at the flab giant and just goes burn, and he casts his hellish rebuke.
It's a
Oh,
dexterity
damn,
save.
there you go.
We both have Hellish Rebuke.
Yeah, I mean, he's a tiefling. He gets it automatically.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Fair enough.
You gotta make a dex save. He rolled a 2 on the dex save.
Nice.
Oh.
18 points of fire damage. Not having a happy day. As this thing just like begins to immolate almost from the inside and just not happy. Pissed off. Angry. Still standing. Gaynor.
I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead on him.
Toll the Dead. Do it again.
Do it again. Is the target missing any hit points? Yes.
Yes, absolutely. And
So
that is a
Wisdom
wisdom
save of 12.
Wisdom save of 12. Rolling my saves. All the saves. It rolled a 6.
Nice.
Not having fun with these saves. It's real stupid. It's not having fun. It's -9. Jesus, you're like attacking this thing down. Fucking A. As you reach out and necrotic energy like sifts from your hand to the enemy. It's not looking happy. It's like it's bleeding from one eye that's blind. It's fucking wobbly on its feet. It's not having a good day. It's had its dead told. It's not doing good. Is that you? Gaynor?
That's me.
Is that
Yep,
it?
that's it. Yep.
Okay.
Osgood.
That'd
And
be
then-
me. Alright. I am going to use... Oh boy, I can invoke a blood curse a number of times per my short rest based on my level. Alright. I can do that later. For now, as a bonus action... So as a bonus action, I take 1d4 more damage. So I'm gonna use my blood right again. And this time, what you see... Oh god, that's not great.
7 points of damage from
that's good.
yourself. You hurt yourself
Nah,
more than
what's,
anything else in this fight.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing with blood mages, unfortunately.
Oh, I know.
And then what happens is his anchor begins crackling with electricity. He's going to step up a couple feet and take a swing with his electrified anchor. So,
With advantage because Trovik's on the other side.
yep. That's first attack roll. Second attack
So
roll.
the 15 hits. Well, you have advantage, so that's the first
Yep.
one.
So
roll it.
that does a total of 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage, and it's electrified piercing damage.
Yep.
2 points of lightning damage and 7 points of piercing.
7
right?
points of piercing. Yep.
Wait, you said 9 points?
Yeah, 9 points total, but 7 piercing and 2 electric.
As the anchor kind of comes off his shoulder and he swings up, how do you want to do this?
I'm gonna effectively take it. It's gonna start sparking with electricity, and I make one well-placed swing into his neckline, right around where his spine is. I sever his spine and just pull all the way down the side, down his back. Effectively, I'm flaying this thing from the inside out.
And as he does so, you see the spine kind of rip out of the frame of this creature, and the flab and the body and the parts and the pieces kind of just like slump down onto the ground and are now at all 4 of your feet.
I take the war pick and slam it into the dirt and just start like moving it around a bit in order to get the blood off.
Jesus
Resheath it.
Christ, man. Alright, and that is combat over.
There's a reason it was called Madman.
Jesus Lord. And this is where we're going to take our first break.
Yay.
Righto.
Not our first and only break, but our first break.
our
Jesus.
first and
Do you
only
realize
break.
how lucky this man that's been added to the party is?
Yeah.
Both of those kills were literally exactly the amount of damage.
Yeah.
Like it had 9 health left, he did 9 damage. The other one had fucking whatever health left, he did exactly that damage. What the fuck?
Yeah, I figured it would have
A
been him.
sailor does what he needs to do, man.
Yeah, I figured.
Man, good job, man.
I figured him and or Nim was going to get the glory at this point.
Hey, whatever, man.
Doing range shit.
It works, it works.
Yeah. So
I'll be back in about 10 minutes.
yeah, let's take a 10.
Righto.
So,
On that
Um,
specific note, Troll, I'm gonna take my war pick and start carving open its stomach and seeing if it's taken anything and eaten it.
Okay, so we're officially back. So
yeah, we're officially.
Loot boys!
Give him 1 second. Let him get his stream back to where it needs to be. Okay. So you take the war pick and you carve up through the center of it, right?
Yep.
Make
If there's anything in there.
make a strength check for me. It's like
But
you're
I do not have the strength.
ripping through it, but you're also kind of like sifting through like fallen flab and shit.
Okay.
And the other one's down
Yeah, yeah.
here. I'm just
Yeah, while
That
he's
dude.
doing that, being weird, I'm gonna walk up to old girl and just pull her up.
Yeah.
So you go over and you pick Irene up off the ground. She kind of starts brushing off the dust and the dirt. As you carve through this thing, Osgood, you see what appear to be about 2 or 3 pretty intact corpses for the most part.
Okay.
Um,
Do those
They
corpses
are-
have anything on them?
Nothing crazy. You see typical Barovian clothing and rags. Doesn't seem like there was anything special about them. But it does have 2 or 3 of them like tucked away in where its stomach was that you kind of ripped open and ripped out. And as you rip it out, the smell is foul. Like it's
Yeah, he seems
it
totally.
smells everybody in the area, and it's just like a rotten eggs mixed with porta potty. Like it's a fucked up smell. It's bad.
Oh.
Yeah.
It gets in all of your noses.
I take out an oil flask and I start pouring the oil flask over the bodies.
Okay.
We do not want undead coming back in this area. I suggest that we vacate.
I step over here.
You all okay with me doing this?
And I pull Arena with me just to get her away from the stuff.
I
As
straight
you all
it
look,
toward
this
the
old
oil.
man is just pouring oil over these 3 corpses that he's like exorcised from this flat body.
I mean, I'm not stopping in.
Yeah.
There's too much weird shit in this town.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm more like I just kind of shrugging, watching this mess go on.
Yep. So I strike a torch, I put it onto the oil, and I light the bodies up.
Okay. They burn, and they burn pretty well. It
There's
takes a
something-
minute to actually catch, even though it's got oil on it, because it's obviously like got stomach entrails and things like that in it. But it's they eventually catch and burn, and the burn is acrid, and it smells about just as bad as the stomach did.
Yeah. He mutters something under his breath equivalent to a prayer and sort of wanders back over to the group.
Okay. All right. You are now standing. The party itself is now standing, looking at more or less around, looking at this old gentleman. And Mr. Old Gentleman, you see a blue-skinned tiefling, a auburn brunette-haired human lady in red and silver armor and cloth, a red-haired gentleman in a black jacket, cloak, I think, right? Am I losing that?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
A graying minotaur with a gray fur, more or less, and a giant battle axe. He's now calming down from his rage. And a female with a masquerade mask on that is of...
No, her mask is off now, right?
I would have put it back on.
I think she would have put it back on after we left the house.
Yeah.
But, so you see her,
Nod.
she has black hair as well.
Alright. He sort of glances at the party and then back down at this weird device that he was taking shots with. Starts reloading it with like little metal cylinders.
Okay.
Very interesting thing you have there.
I walk up to him and just kind of just looking at that thing, and I just kind of look in him in the eye and just like, what happened?
Well, I was wandering down the trail from St. Andres. I was making my way over towards where... Oh god, what are those wanderer people called again? I can't remember the names very well. I was on the road. I got waylaid. I don't quite know what exactly happened, but I heard the crashing through the trees before I saw them, and by the time that I realized what was going on, they were already on top of me.
Sounds like
finished
it's
reloading.
some unfortunate events.
Aye. In this land, I don't really expect anything less. If I died there, I died there. That's how these things go. Sort of pockets his pistol and looks back at the rest of the group. They call me Osgood Wayburn. Nice to meet you all. Gives a half nod.
Irina's gonna kind of step up and just. My name is Irina Koyana.
Koyana. Right. Good to meet you. Not sure if that's the name I know. Where did you all come from?
Kelma just starts kind of chuckling to himself. He's like, well, let's just say we're unwanted visitors. And in the unwanted sense, we didn't want to be here. Now we're trying to leave.
Like myself, then. He nods a couple times. Trust me, I've been doing this for 40 years. It's not exactly easy to escape.
You've been here before?
Oh, I was taken from my land in Alva, but the fact that I got here, I don't quite know even really where this place is in the Greater Cosmere, but it's not near home. That's for damn sure. Nods a couple times back again and sort of looks distant for a few minutes.
Kelma looks over to Gaynor. He's like, Cosmina, what is this? Mage, explain.
I mean,
Oh god, we have to start talking fucking Spelljammer, eh? Oh no.
Oh.
The one who said it.
wait, what am I trying to figure out here?
He's asking, this guy has come in saying weird things about the cosmos and the
Yep.
planes and realms.
Yeah, and
you as a mage with a speciality, we'll call it that for now. You kind of piece together what he's talking about. It doesn't really make sense to you either, but Kelma's demanding an answer like you have.
Yeah.
I mean, he's speaking of the realms, but he's speaking gibberish of the realms.
Right. I forgot that you people might not necessarily have the logical level. All right. He nods himself a few times and sort of taps his anchor against his shoulder, and he nods again. Think of it like this: those planes, you can reach there through actual physical travel. I came from somewhere too far for that physical travel to happen. That's all you need to know. He nods a few times.
Exactly. Shromik with the best response.
Yeah, pretty much. Right? Suffice to say, the World of Alva is a setting that I've got that has some knowledge of planar travel and like spell jamming, which is entirely the only reason that I have anything regarding that.
Well,
For those of you at home who don't know, spelljamming is traveling through the cosmic weave of space of realms. But
Yeah.
Cool. I
To
was
be
going to
effective,
ask if
it's
my
okay.
character had studied enough, but I'm going to assume no.
I would
Yeah.
say, most people from the Forgotten Realms that
He's
aren't
not-
of epic level haven't even contemplated going into space, much less flying ships at this point. So
yeah, pretty much, and like,
we all know what the fuck he's talking about.
yeah,
Yeah.
and Kelma is a monk from like a middle of nowhere. He's just like,
Yeah,
I would say even with nat 20s, y'all wouldn't glean anything from what the
Nah.
fuck he's talking about.
No, he's talking about weird shit.
Uh-huh. But yeah. Irina's gonna just kind of look over and be like, well, that's all very fascinating.
I
Should we get the fuck out of these woods?
Totally agree.
Alright, so
Where are you heading?
Well, I was heading to what the hell are they called? And he sort of starts tapping his foot very
Vistani?
frustrated. That one, yes, Vistani. Was heading off to meet up with them.
interesting.
Sidander sent me that way. I don't quite know why.
Well, if you're going our way, and
Aye.
you're using that thing and your Cosmo whatever,
Aye.
it's
Roman's going to crack a smile at that.
he definitely is like he's chuckling under his breath. He seems highly amused.
yeah, he is it's like, well, you seem capable.
Hi.
And you don't seem like somebody who's who brought us here, so that's a positive in my book. So if you're brought here against your will, like us, well, join us, and just know if you try anything funny, I'll put my foot up your ass.
You won't know what hit you if I did.
Oh,
And he nods a couple times, grins slightly.
All right. Does anybody else want to say anything before we proceed?
just silence.
That is a hard no.
All
Okay.
right, and as always, come on, looking at everyone being silent, he's just gonna move forward.
Is that the way forward?
That is the way forward.
Oh, okay,
Cool.
good. Because I was just literally just dragging him in a certain direction.
Kelma, going in the completely wrong direction, wanders into the
He
woods.
just
And then 10 more flap die and show
Yeah,
up.
Tamar.
Kelma.
you'll just get absolutely annihilated.
Oh no. Yeah, so that's the right direction. Okay. So and you guys travel down this road. Seems like Osgood, when you were coming this way, you got chased a good distance by these things.
Yep.
So that's why you ended up here where you are, but the actual
Yep.
direction you're trying to go is further to the
Yep. Do I know how many hours it would be?
It's about half an hour or so that you got chased away from the crossroads. But I'll get there in a second. So you guys continue down this path, kind of winding through the forest, and it begins to open up into not really a clearing, almost like a glen, if that makes sense. It's not the biggest area, but it's something. And eventually it opens up into, and we'll go here because things. So it opens up. I would say whatever it's going to be in is fine, but nobody's a drawing, so y'all do you. Opens up, and the road kind of splits into two forks. There is what appears to be in front of you all, past the split, a small graveyard, and you can see just in the distance, through the fog, a large gallows of sorts.
Uh,
To be frank, I'll read this. An old wooden gallows creaks in a chill wind that blows down from the high ground of the west. A frayed, small length of rope dances from the beam. The road splits here, and there's a signpost at the center of the split that points off in three directions. One piece of the sign, as you kind of get closer and approach, says Barovia Village to the east, which is the direction you all came. It says Sarah Pool to the northwest, which is north on this map. And then it says Ravenloft / Valaki to the southwest.
yes, let's all go to Castle Ravenloft. It's fine. We're only level 3.
Yep.
The northwest slants down and kind of disappears into the trees, and the southwest seems to wind upwards around a mountain. Osgood, you remembered that you came from the southeast, and then you got chased past and down this thing.
I would highly recommend if you don't go for Ravenloft.
Agreed.
Wasn't part of the plan.
He nods.
So why?
Well, that's where Strahd lives.
Oh, so that's where the vampire is. Wonderful. Yeah,
Aye.
no.
Come on,
I
starts
just
walking
recommend that we run away from there.
Make a perception check for me as you all enter the crossroads.
Oh, God.
Yup.
away.
Alright.
Nothing.
Thing,
Nothing.
F.
Nothing.
thing,
Nothing.
the other thing. Oh, come on.
Wow, y'all are a bunch of pros.
We're
Holy shit!
Oh boy.
You know what? I'm gonna give you one. I'm roll for Irina as well.
Roll for Irina.
I mean, somebody's got to do it. It's a 13. It's just as bad as the rest of y'all. Great.
Oh,
Oh, So nobody figures out shit. As you kind of having this conversation about stay away from Ravenloft, this, that, and the third, you hear a gruff voice kind of shout out from the north.
Oh god, I'm gonna die converted over to fifth. Oof. Okay.
It shouts out, "Hey, you there!"
Hi, who the fuck are you?
As you see two male figures kind of walking up down the path towards you all.
Pistol instantly springs into my grasp.
Kelmon just kind of puts his hands out real quick, and he just walks up.
Get about 30 or so feet from you and see you guys start to pull weapons and just like, careful now. I don't know if you want to do that.
What's going on?
And who the fuck are you? How much damage do you want to cause us?
No harm meant. No harm meant. The one in the front is kind of like taking charge of this conversation at this point. As he kind of steps about 15 feet from Kelmon, just kind of hands up and stops.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so did you see any giants? Because we did.
Yeah, that really hurt.
Giants? I haven't seen any giants around here.
Well, head, and he points to the direction. He goes, "Well, if you want to see two corpses, that way."
Those might be burnt by now, man.
We were sent here by Madame Ava. She told us you'd be here. She wanted to offer an invitation, extend the hand to you.
Those Vistuvo people.
Kind of looked at you funny.
What?
he looks at himself. He's like, wait.
I just
Vistani?
whisper Vistani. Am I the only one here with any sort of sense?
Probably.
I'm 73 years old.
He's going to brush off the mispronunciation of his people's name. And just kind of shake his head a little bit. And, yeah, we got a camp down the road. Seems to be getting a little late. Madame Ava told us you'd be here and to come retrieve you. She said she wanted to meet you all. I thought she was crazy, but she always seems to know what the hell she's talking about.
Can I make an insight check?
Make an insight check. What are you inciting?
I'm inciting whether or not they actually mean that Madame Ava sent them, because I get the feeling these guys might be bandits.
15. So they're dressed in flowery, flamboyant colored clothing.
Sounds.
They're a little bit covered in jewelry.
Right.
They don't seem malicious in any way towards you.
Yeah.
From what you can tell, they're here for what they said they're here for.
Right then. Lead the
You
way.
get a pretty good feel on that.
He nods. Seems like they're legit. Let's move. I don't know.
Rena kind of stepping in that direction is just going to cautiously like, Madame Ava is one of the wisest Vistani. It might make sense to at least hear her out.
Yeah.
Go on journey.
Kamal turns to the rest and is like, "Oh, what do you guys think? Seems like the right move." And he points, because I could see that cemetery to the side, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's just up on a hill. Like this rock right here is like a hill that's like 5-10 feet up.
Oh, okay.
And gallows.
Yeah, I just kind of point and go, "I'll go if you guys want to go. All I know is that we could probably use some time to rest, and I'd rather do it in a camp than in the woods again."
How long is it until night?
2.5, 3 hours maybe. Getting into the evening at this point, but it's not completely dark. And the trek might be a good little ways, but they've walked all this way to come get you, so like obviously they feel that they could probably make it back in time. At least that's what you gather from wherever they were sent from. Or you might be trekking at night. They might be assholes. You don't know.
Well, camp would
Yeah,
certainly seem safe.
So are we going?
We're going.
All right, let's go.
All right, so you all follow the Vistani. They wait for you guys to kind of catch up to them more or less, and then you all begin to move at a decent pace up and out through the wood. Sorry. How many of you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, so. As you guys begin to walk away from the gallows and the graveyard itself, you hear a creaking noise behind you, seemingly coming from the direction of the wooden gallows.
I spare a glance back, but I don't stop.
I do
I'm
a
sorry?
quick. I do.
I spare a glance back, but I don't stop.
I look back. I turn around, but I keep like walking backwards. But I just do a quick turnaround look.
Nope. Nope.
Okay. Trevor or Gaynor, do either of you look?
Yeah, I look back.
Okay.
Make a.
Rickard, are you looking or are you walking?
I would probably not look back now.
So Gaynor, Kelma, and Osgood, you guys kind of look back over your shoulder. 2 of you see what appears to be a Barovian commoner or layperson of some sort hanging from the gallows where previously there was nobody. However, Gaynor, as you look over your shoulder, you see what appears to be a spitting image of you hanging from the gallows.
So glad I didn't look.
I kind of like reel in shock, I suppose.
A small voice in your head kind of creeps in. That's you! But you're here!
Oh, shit.
Jesus Christ.
Do I see this as he's walking in front of me?
You see him look back. I don't know if you... I mean, if you look over your shoulder...
Shock. I'm looking at him, because he's walking in front of me, and I'm not looking back.
Yeah, like he's looked over his shoulder and looked back, and then a small bit of shock comes over his face as he says, "I'm sorry, I cut you off, Gaynor. What did you say?"
Oh, shit.
Everything okay?
Am I hanging from the gallows over there?
You're hanging from the gallows over there.
Yeah, I'm asking her.
Oh.
I turn very slowly.
As you look over, you see what appears to be a female Barovian in common clothes, a long dress, hanging from the gallows.
I look at him. There's a woman hanging. But
Don't suppose you're cross-dressing, mate.
But I see it's me. What I see.
Well, that's
I'd suggest we keep walking.
This is very much eldritch fuckery. We do not want to stick around for this.
Wait, I want to look.
You see, Trovic, you see a Barovian man in a vest with brown trousers hanging from the gallows.
Yeah.
That's about right.
I'll be back in a second. I gotta go piss.
Fire break. Yeah. So,
I'll hold up the...
as you all kind of look over, I mean, yeah, you can go. We're just gonna travel. As you kind of look over your shoulders and have this disconcerted, what the fuck? You look at it for a moment more, and it's unsettling to you, Gaynor, for sure. But everybody else just kind of sees a dead person. Some of you see a man, some of you see a woman, but something is hanging from the gallows.
Right.
You continue on a little bit further and follow these two Vistana. They're kind of not really talking too much to each other or to you all, and the few things that they do say to each other are in Vistani, so it's kind of hard to... It's like trying to parse a foreign language, if that makes sense. Like they're having a small conversation with themselves, kind of looking over their shoulder back at you guys every once in a while, but not really... And not in any kind of malicious way, just kind of like leading you all through the forest as they're talking.
Can I, as we walk through this forest, can I just do a scan around to see if I pick up on anything else, like if we're being watched or anything else going on?
Make a perception check.
As always,
Nice.
I see nothing.
You don't really see much. The trees, some are tighter in some places, some are looser in others. You do hear the cawing of different birds and things like that in the trees, but you can't really pinpoint where they are or make out anything other than that. The overgrowth of the trees is kind of heavy at the tops. But you don't really notice anything. And you guys continue on walking for another hour and a half to 2 hours as the light begins to fade from the sky and darkness begins to creep in. Sorry, one second. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. The road, you guys continue on. The road kind of gradually disappears, and a twisting, muddy path kind of starts to wind through the trees a little bit. If you look down on the ground, you see that there are deep tracks in the earth where wagons have passed by. You get another half hour or so, and at this point, night is definitely taking over. You see up ahead in the distance a large plume of black smoke kind of rising, and as you round a large bend of trees, you kind of come into a little bit of an opening or a clearing. The clearing is flush with the river and the lake that the river flows out into. As you come to this area, you see 5 colorful round tents. Each are about 10 feet in diameter. And I will give you a map real quick so I'm not just talking up my ass, because that's always fun. Maps. That's the maps that y'all aren't on, because of course you're not. Because why would you be on the map? Because that would be too easy, and I would have done my job right.
Right.
God forbid the map.
God forbid.
So yeah, so we're gonna do this. Boop. Boop. Oh, no, I actually need all of you. Boop. Boop. The entire group, and then we're gonna do some crazy shit.
Crazy shit, yay.
The tent randomly catches fire. Everybody dies.
I mean, maybe.
Let me get my misfortune dice out real quick.
Right? For real.
Oh wait, that's any dice I rolled today.
So, I believe everything is right with the world. Okay.
You're not the one who rolled 2 nat ones on the same tin.
This is true. Okay, so
Oh,
you all are now here, and you see the 5 colorful round tents. They are pitched outside of a ring of 4 large barrel-topped wagons. Off in the distance, you see a much larger, actual like tent-sized tent, much closer to the lake. There's a little bit of light coming from within it. And on the riverbank, you see the shadows and outlines of 8 large horses, just kind of drinking from the water and seemingly just in that direction. As you approach this encampment, you hear the squeaking, sagging sounds of an accordion clashing with the singing of several brightly clad figures, and they all seem to be kind of dancing and drinking and sitting around a large bonfire. the Vistani kind of lean their hand out towards the bonfire in a motion direction of like, well, here we are type thing. As you guys get up in here to this actual area, you see about 10 to 12 Vistani men and women are kind of sitting around the fire, standing around the fire, dancing, drinking. A few are telling stories. And they all just seem to be having a rousing, good campfire time.
Let's gather around the campfire and sing.
Cool. I want to walk on in.
Okay. You walk into the camp. Sorry.
Actually, so I can actually see stuff.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, it's dark now, so the campfire is what's lighting your vision in the most part. Where is my song? I had a song. Where's the song?
Zippity doo dah, zippity
Ooh, this is nice.
I can probably play this.
It's lacking an accordion, but it'll be okay.
I legit thought you were gonna have an accordion song, right?
Yeah,
I'm
no.
not that good.
This is nice, though, probably.
As Irina kind of walks into the camp with everybody else. And they are partying, carousing, having a good old time. They kind of cheer back to the gentleman, just like, "Hey, you're back! Hey!" You know. The guys kind of walk forward and grab a drink from somebody else who's freely pouring them from a keg of some sort. This guy is the one who has the keg, and they both kind of just like go over and like, "Hey, you know, we're getting our drinks and fuck this shit." It's a good party. Like they went on a mission and they came back to now get drunk and tell stories.
Hey, we're getting our drinks. Fuck this shit.
I mean,
Accurate tape.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah. So now you are in the camp.
I mean, I'm gonna look around because they said someone was expecting us.
They did.
The madam.
To see if
Yeah.
anyone is sort of really, really like watching us as we come in.
All of these people around this campfire are pretty well sauced. You see as you kind of walk through and Trovik kind of steps over near the person pouring the ale, there are many empty kegs of wine kind of just like sitting on the ground near this wagon over here. At least 3 or 4. Like, they're all pretty well sloshed. But they're having a good time, they're partying. It doesn't seem like anybody's particularly got their eyes on you all. A few side looks are given to Irina as she passes by, but nobody really.
I'm gonna stick with her as we're moving through.
Yeah, okay.
Obviously, there's something going on. But I don't like it.
I'll sort of chill in the corner, watch everything go on.
Okay.
Let's go.
They, one of the lesser drunk Vistani just kind of comes over to you, Osgood, and is like, "Would you care for a drink? We have drink."
What kind of drink?
It's not the best. It's that grape mash from the vinery down the way, but it gets the job done.
I mean, it's Barovia made. If it's drink, it's drink. I'll take it.
That's what I like to hear. And he kind of walks over to the other guy and fills a cup that was presumably already in his hand and kind of like brings it over to you and hands you a cup of this purplish, very fermented wine.
I look at it, sort of smell it. I smile politely, but like I sort of keep my hands on it. I don't drink it though. Not yet.
Okay. And then in turn, the one who is pouring the drink kind of looks over to Trovik. He's like, "Would you like a cup?" They all have fun accents. I'm not doing 20 accents. You can go fuck yourselves. Sorry, chat.
No, none for me.
Well, you might change your mind. Who ever knows? And he kind of pours a cup, and then gonna hand it to one of the other Vistani, and they're just gonna keep drinking. At this point, a few, like 4 of them or so, are just like kind of dancing in a circle around the fire. Just the music kind of kicks, And the music is completely gone now because I don't have it on loop.
Drop the bass.
Strumming shit.
I want to kind of move over by where Trophic is, and I can still have a better look at the entire camp, and I just want to kind of examine it to see if there's anyone like special, because we're supposed to be invited here by someone. I'm just trying to see who that someone is.
As you look around, it seems to a lot of them are very plain looking. They all have flamboyantly colored clothes on, a lot of different jewelry. They all have very tan skin. They're definitely all from the same clan, but nobody really stands out to you. I mean, you can make an investigation check or a perception check to try and find somebody if you want. I can let you have that. Or you could ask people in the camp and try and discern who Madame Ava was. Yeah,
Terrible.
I mean, everybody looks Vistani.
Wow.
A lot of I know. I'm sorry.
Incredible observation.
It's okay.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, they're all. Nobody really stands out. They're all drunk. They're all having a good time, but they're not. None of them look like the leader of this group, if that makes sense. They're all just kind of like hanging out.
So from where I'm standing, can I see like the tent in the back?
Yeah, I'd say you could. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's kind of like different than all the other tents.
Yes.
I want to walk up to that tent and look in.
Mm-hmm.
You walk up to the tent and you kind of pull back the curtain and peer in. You see. What do you see? This is good questions.
Yeah, what do I see? Come on now.
Shane?
You see nothing. You get nothing.
The void.
You see a reddish glow coming from the tent as you walk over to it, and as you flip back one of the flaps, you see inside what appears to be a round table of sorts, and you see somebody shrouded in a heavy garments and shawls and things like that, and they seem to be sitting on the far side of the tent.
I walk in and I ask if she's the madam that we're supposed to meet.
As you walk in, the lady kind of pulls back her shawl, and you see a very grizzled and old Vistana woman. She has gray hair. She has very ornate and lavish jewelry, rings, bangles, a necklace. She's quite old, and she kind of speaks towards you. Her voice kind of crackles like dry weeds. She's like, "Oh, you have arrived. Where are the rest of you?" And she kind of "I am the one you seek. Bring the others."
All right, so I guess I go out and kind of try to shamble everybody together.
Does everybody go with?
Yeah.
I'm
Sure.
at the corner, I swear to fucking God, I was meant to join you guys, but I don't remember what the fuck I was supposed to do. I've started to get a little bit tipsy, I'm starting to really drink, but it's not kicked in yet.
Right.
I look up, I'm like, are we gathering for something? Swaying slightly.
And the missus wants to see us.
Oh, Christ. Okay. And he sort of gets up slowly and hobbles over.
And as this is happening, all the Vistani kind of move out of the way and clear a path for you all to go to Madame Ava's.
Lovely.
Alright, so you all enter the tent. As the 6 of you enter this tent,
I'm gonna make it a con check.
and I'm going to... Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, make a con
You're
check.
holding my drink pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not doing bad. I'd say you've had this great match before. It's not anything special. It just does what it's supposed to do.
Yep.
As you all now formally enter this tent, and Gaynor, you kind of noticed it, but you kind of rushed in to ask the lady what it was. You see that there is the table that was in front of you before. It's a rounded table that has a black velvet cloth on it. There is a crystal ball sitting on the center,
Oh no.
and it seems to be swirling with some almost like a white smoke in the center of it. You all now notice this well-adorned Vistana woman, older, gray hair, jewelry, the works. And she kind of cackles a little bit as you all come in. Just like a little, it's nice to finally see all of you. Wonderful faces in Barovia.
Are you sure that you're not talking about the wrong country?
I'm sure I'm talking about the right people, my dear.
Aye. That's appropriate enough.
She kind of goes down the line. She points to you, Gaynor. Such a troubled soul for one so young. Your search for power has left you alone. Well, not completely alone, it seems. But I fear that your companion keeps you isolated.
I kind of look at her with a little bit of shock and anger.
She points to Kelma next. Such tragedy you have lived through. So deep are the scars of the past. I sense you feel forever indebted to those who saved you. But never having a life that's yours to live is truly a burden.
Kelma just kind of squats down with his quarterstaff, and he just kind of gives her a full-on eyeball-to-eyeball stare, just stone-faced.
She kind of smiles wryly. She's going to look over across the room to Trovik next. A long life is not without its own tragedies, Trovik. The loss suffered so early, leading to an unbreakable bond. You have made something from the ashes, it seems. However, being great has its own burdens as well. It seems you have once again been called on to carry the load.
I'll sort of let out a proving grunt, I guess.
It's going to look next to Branwyn in the corner. She reaches out a finger and kind of points in your direction. A sheltered youth and a hidden truth. You have lost one family and found another. But the discovery of your truth leaves you with question unanswered. Aye, Branwyn?
Cool trick.
And she kind of points to you and nods. Osgood. You have come here seeking you know not what. The blood on your hands you cannot cleanse. You have come to a place where there is no end. Is this not true, Osgood? And she verbally
He
says,
looks pale, visibly, and then just sort of slowly scratches at like the upper ends of his wrists quietly, but he doesn't really do anything else.
I suppose I should introduce myself since I know all of you so well. She kind of gives a little bow at the table. My name is Madame Eva, and you have all come to me with questions. I may be able to divine answers for you. It is one of my specialties, after all.
Great. How do we get out?
Getting out of Barovia is something only the Vistani are blessed with. Everything else that enters this realm, sadly, is trapped within its borders. And when I say everything, creatures, people, items, everything and everyone stays in Barovia.
Do you know who brought us here?
The truth is not always easy to hear, nor is it always welcome. The one who brought you here was Strahd himself. The reason, I don't even believe that he truly knows.
Divine
However,
game, isn't it?
for him, perhaps, but he may also be looking for a number of things. He may be looking for assistance. He might be looking for entertainment. Who is to say? This is not the first group of adventurers who have passed through my tent. And sad to say, it may not be the last.
Just the way that mortals work, I'm afraid.
Strahd is anything but immortal.
Here's the eyebrow.
He is trapped here, just the same as you and me, and all those who are not true Vistani.
Nod.
It is not Strahd who keeps people in these realms, but a darker power.
What
He
power?
is much a victim as you and I. There are many dark forces that have taken over this plane of existence. They vie for power in this realm. They feed off the misery and suffering of others. They grant great gifts, but they are also cruel in their contract.
But this realm wasn't always theirs.
That is very true. However, no, I'm reading. Sorry, I
Yeah,
apologize.
no, you're good. You're good.
Shut up,
You
you.
speak of
I
the
just
dawn
like
father.
the delay was good. I like
I had
Yeah.
to scroll. That's my delay.
Slowly starts flipping through a book.
But see, I'm not though. That's the funny thing. I'm scrolling through a
Yeah.
document, which is a whole nother
Yeah.
page. Um,
Do you
The
speak of the
land
dawn father?
I'm sorry.
Do you speak of the dawn father and the night mother?
The Dawn Father has left this land many moons ago. Mother Night responds to none, even though they cry out and pray. Most blame Mother Night for this situation, but she is just absent. She is not at fault. The dark
Interesting.
powers are mysterious. They are cloaked in shadow. They reside in a temple far off from here. Still in the realm, but at a great distance. To answer your question, Kelma, the only way to leave this land is to break the curse on this land. How to go about accomplishing that, not even my true sight can see clearly.
He stands up for a second. He says, "Well, I
She
think."
kind of. Sorry,
Oh.
go.
As he stands up for a second, and he just kind of mutters beneath his breath. He's like, "Just as I thought. We were
Now-
brought in for entertainment. I bet the only way out of this place is to either get rid of Strahd or help Strahd."
She kind of. A very thin smile kind of creeps over her face as you say the first line. she puts her hand on a ivory deck of cards of some sort, and she kind of reaches over and says,
Oh no.
"The cards may be able to guide you,
Here we go.
and may even show you a way to break this curse on this land. Would you allow me to read the fates for you?"
I look at Kalmar.
I just kind of look back and shrug and go, at this point, what else can I do? And he just literally goes back sitting cross-legged again.
As she begins to shuffle and slide the deck back and forth on the table, kind of waving her hands over the cards, and you see as she kind of like moves them back and forth and does a random like stacking. One side is very ornate and very detailed with the back of the card, and the front sides of the tiles, they're more like ivory tiles, but the front sides are completely blank as you see them flipped over and things like that. She's just moving these tiles back and forth and sliding them in and out between each other. And as she kind of sets them down on the table and closes her eyes and reaches out with her hands, the lights in the tent itself kind of flicker from orange to a blood red, and then to a eerie pink purple, and then back to a blood red. And that's where we're going to end this session.
Oh,
Oh,
I know it's
man.
going to happen, and it hurts.
half past 11.
And
It's only 3:30, man.
yeah,
Yeah, I know. It's 6:30 is our stop time normally, so
yeah,
I try not to push over.
yeah. And it's funny, we just got hosted by Zarek.
We just got
Oh.
111 viewers.
Damn, I'm so
Oh,
I mean,
such
for
bad
a host,
timing.
that's long,
Half
but
an
it's
hour?
gonna- Can anybody do another half hour? I'll do it for the crowd.
Yeah, I'm down for
I could do
another
it for a
half
half hour, yeah.
Yeah,
Wicked.
Yeah.
You gotta keep going.
I know you're one of the
Yeah,
ones that
all
really
right.
need to-
So give me 2 seconds, chat. Don't go anywhere. Just because of a great host.
54
Will,
viewers now.
so, hey man,
yeah.
look. I play to an audience. I don't ever
Yeah.
an audience. Don't
Yeah.
I just want to say thanks everyone for coming from
No,
Zarek stream.
That's an amazing host.
Uh,
Thank you guys. Thank everybody.
Yeah.
We will continue because of you wonderful people. So
Yeah,
Yep.
we are pushing our luck, which is fine.
yeah.
Okay. So with that said,
Fate is good.
let's get over to here where I believe you should all be able to see without me having to fuck with shit. Excuse my language. Sorry, chat. I gotta change the page. I haven't done that yet. Don't think anything into it. DM stuff. Here we go. Boom.
Sudden panic.
Oh
All right.
yeah, here we go.
All right. Here we
Those
So-
are
go.
cards. Those are definitely cards, yeah.
Yes.
So, she takes the tiles, her eyes closed over the deck, and she waves her hand in a circular motion as the lights flicker red. She draws 5 cards and she puts them in an order. She places one here, another here, the third on the other side, a fourth down on the bottom, and the 5th card is in the center. And let me see if I can do this right. She kind of reaches out, opens her eyes, and flips over the first card. Does that not do it? Of course it doesn't do it. So, boom.
There we go.
There you go. Ooh, we're playing with actual Taroka. I have a physical deck of this.
So do I. It's great.
They're awesome.
It's actually the best. Sorry, give me 1 second. I don't
The
have to-
bigger card.
Beggar.
Um,
I mean, we're already broke, so.
Yeah.
I mean,
flips over the
yourself.
first card.
It's the deck of many things. We go immediately broke and lose all our items.
Exactly.
Flips over the first card. She looks at it. This card tells of history and a knowledge of the Ancient One that may better help you understand your foe. This is the beggar. A wounded elf holds what you seek. he will part with his treasure to see his dark dream fulfilled. As she goes to the second card and flips it over. Boop. Boop. I
Wizard.
think I did this right. This card tells of a powerful force for good and protection. A holy symbol of great hope. It may yet light your way through this dark and terrible land. The wizard. You should look for a wizard's tower on a black lake. Let the name of the wizard and his servant guide you to the prize of which you seek. She kind of pauses for a minute, reaches over and hovers over to the third card. And flips that card over. Ah. This card is a card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance. A blade of light. And it seems to be the monk. Maybe destined for the one who wields it. This
Kelmont.
treasure is hidden behind the sun in the house of a saint. And she kind of looks over in Osgood's direction. Very peculiar. She reaches down for the fourth card on the table. And now looking around to see if she has you all captivated in her reading. But also continuing on with the reading, seance style. The Mists. This card will shed light on one who will help you greatly in the battle against darkness. In the battle against the Dark Ones. Or maybe even the Dark Lord. There's a Vistana that wanders this land alone, searching for her mentor, searching for her longtime companion. She does not stay in one place for long. Seek her out, possibly at St. Markovia's Abbey, near the Mist.
I sit up visibly and sort of lean forward.
She kind of pauses, looks over, and now that she's well got you, more or less, she is going to reveal the final card.
Marionette.
Your enemy is a creature of darkness, whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him. It is the marionette. You should look to great heights. A secret is kept close to his chest. The devil waits nearby. This card has a double meaning. It also speaks of one who has been cursed, who may need to overcome another great evil to remove this curse from themselves. I know not of which that it speaks, but it is one among you, and she kind of drags her finger across the group from one side of the room to the other.
Again, he sort of looks uncomfortable, continues to scratch at his wrists.
As she reads the fifth and final card and drags her finger across the room, she kind of raises both of her hands, palms up to the crystal ball, as the ball begins to swirl and flow with the white smoke in it, now making a cyclone in the center. And then the torches and the flames from the room all fade and dissipate, and then pop back up again with a normal torchlight glow. She kind of like sits down and leans back a little bit and kind of opens her eyes back towards you all.
You suggest that Strahd is a puppet of some assortment.
I merely suggest that he may be a prisoner, as we all are.
Who in the Morning Father's name would keep such a powerful individual captive?
Well, Strahd is a demon in his own way. There are forces at work that might aim to keep him here. There are forces that may play with Strahd as he plays with others.
I hope that we can be the ones to put a stop to it.
I cannot foresee the final fate of anyone, but I divine the cards as they are and attempt to guide those wandering travelers that are dragged to this land. To leave this land, you must break the curse of Strahd.
Oh shit, it's the title card,
Oh,
boys.
it's
I
the
know,
title.
title card.
You said it.
You said the thing.
And as she says
Wow.
this, she kind of looks over at Irina.
Ooh. All the note scribbling.
Casually turns.
She still hasn't said anything to Irina at this point. She's been completely silent towards her, but she does look over. Now, you are welcome to rest in my camp for the evening, and be on your way by morning. Should you require any more answers, I will give them as best I can, but I do not know all that goes on in these realms.
At this time, Kelma stands up, stretches out a bit, and says, "All right, this is the game. We gotta do something for some idiot elf. We gotta grab some wizard that does good things. Gotta find this weapon. We gotta go someplace with Misty, and then we gotta, like, I don't know, kill Strahd. If that's all it
I
takes to
know-
get out of here, that's what we need to do."
I know of the Abbey of St. Markovia, but I'm not entirely sure that it's going to be useful information.
Well, we're looking for a woman there.
The Saint Markovia, she was killed in an attack against Lord Strahd.
Interesting.
There is an artifact in the church that is her remnant. As far as I've heard. Not sure where it would be held or even if it would be let go of easily, but I know that it exists.
The Vistana woman at this point has put her fingers together, almost like in a pyramid shape, and is just kind of like listening to your conversation as she sits at the table. She's curious, but she hasn't said
Yeah.
anything.
I feel like nothing
Oh.
here is going to be easy, but
God, no.
it's going to be something that we have to do. And I'm not a fan of any of this, but at this point, we're just playing this game. And looks like if we don't play, things happen. So it's either damn what we do or damn what we don't.
I mean, I've been here for 40 years. I might as... And you've given me more answers today than I have found in the last decade. I'll follow you for now. Perhaps.
Irina's just kind of shook a little bit in the corner, like she hasn't said anything, but she's now locked eyes with the Vistana woman. It's just kind of doesn't really understand the gaze that she got given, but it's
Did I
it's
notice the
girl.
gaze, or
You all noticed the gaze. Like she
Okay.
very distinctively looked at Irina when she said the curse of Strahd.
Worst part about this is I know exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
Can't say anything.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Kelma, being one not for subtlety, he grabs his quarterstaff and he just slams it next to Irina and going, "What do you know?"
My God.
She
Oi.
kind of like snaps out of it and she kind of recoils and just like, I know that he wants me for some reason. I don't know why. And
Mhm.
Can I do an insight check?
make an insight check.
It's obviously history. I don't know what it would be, but he does want you for something, obviously. If
Yeah.
this has come up.
Nothing.
That insight's not going to give you enough to figure out or glean anything.
Yeah. Well,
You hear Madame Ava kind of chuckle a little bit. It's not you that he wants. It is Tatiana that he wants.
Tatiana.
Fuck. And there it is.
Tatiana was Strahd's love over 400 years ago. She left Strahd and married his brother Sergei.
Oh.
Ever since then, Strahd has pined for Tatiana. He's done whatever it took to hold her instead of his brother.
Is she related to this Tatiana? Because she was adopted?
No souls leave Barovia,
Oh, God.
and not all creatures in Barovia have souls. The soul of a being brings the same features, the same traits, and the same life when it enters a newborn body. She kind of looks to Irina. Surely you know this. In Barovia, if a child does not cry when it is born, it is a soulless being. And Irina just kind of nods in a quiet understanding. Just kind of looks around at the rest of you.
Okay.
Osgood seems to... He nods, but he doesn't really give away any emotion.
Kalmar listening to all this is just like, kind of does a big sigh. He's like, all right, let's talk about what we need to do next. So, I'm not one for plans. I'm one for action. What's the plan?
If you need to go to St. Markovia's, I could possibly take you there. I know the road. But I do not know where this wizard's tower... well, can I make like a religion or a history check? See if I know
Make
anything about
a
it?
history check, because you've been around.
As somebody who's been here, yeah, for like 40
I would say it'd be
years.
history, not religion, but yeah, I'd say go
Right,
for it.
right. Okay.
And as you guys are kind of having this conversation, Madame Ava kind of smiles and
I do have advantage, it seems like.
yeah, go for it. Yeah, because your race gives you advantage on shit.
Hey, good.
Oh, wait, no, it's just to recall
No.
information about Fey Fiends or undead, so...
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it's a
so-
that's
13.
something.
It's like-
13.
You know there are a couple of towers here and there. You're not quite sure which wizard tower or tower this is referring to.
Is there one nearby?
There's one north of Valky. There's another one
Oh.
over near Kresk, and another one. Well, you probably wouldn't know about Argynvost, so no.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
You would know about. The one near Kresk and the one near Valky, but you're not sure if either of them
If-
are in Wizard's Tower. You just know there are 2 towers. Like you haven't.
If we were to go to St. Markovia's, there is a wizard's tower near Kresk. Valaki also has a wizard's tower. And I'm sure there's more I'm forgetting.
Well, it's a start.
There are a few ways that I could help you, but I'm not entirely sure yet.
Well,
She kind of.
let's first rest. That might be our best action and get moving somewhere.
Okay, we'll move first thing in the morning.
Hateful night.
She offers
Hi.
you the run of the camp, not the run of the camp, but she offers you to go back to the campfire, and somebody there will give you all a place where you can kind of set up and sit around the
Yeah.
campfire and do whatever. But she kind of, not rudely, but kind of leads you all towards
Yeah.
getting the hell out of her tent.
Get the fuck out of my tent, goddammit!
I mean, treat your fate like that. She's like, oh, now she hears these plan makings, and she was amused by it for a while, and now it's just kind of like, I've got other stuff to do.
Yeah.
As you all exit the tent,
I'm staying behind.
you're staying behind.
Yes.
Okay, so
I'm letting everyone else kind of go past me.
all of you kind of exit the tent. Irina kind of shambles out behind Kelma. Brandon, what are you doing?
I'm gonna wait until they're a little, like, couple of steps. I can hear the last person go a couple of steps,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna come up a bit closer. You know what I am.
Of course. I know many things. What is your question?
Do you know where I might find answers about my father?
A wry smile crosses her face once again. And answers, my dear, are much closer than you are aware.
I hate you, MTC.
I know exactly.
You will find answers in this land,
Christ.
but I do not know the details of how they will come to you.
I
But
saw.
indeed, they will come to you.
And
That's where I'm going to end the session.
There you go.
okay.
Woo!